do you need to share screens?
Hooray!
Yeah. I did hear.
Azul says he can hear Blacken and me.
Yeah.
Aw.
I did hear. I don't think Tats is. I don't think you're coming through, Tats. I don't think you're coming through on the stream. I can't hear you on the stream. It could be that your mic isn't. Your mic might not be picking up.
I can't see on the share screen, so.
Yeah, Greek says Blacken and me and Share are the only voices we can
Yeah.
currently hear.
Well, speaking of Discord, so.
Lads, everybody.
Share screens real quick.
We can't see your
On
screen.
the old Discord. Speaking of Discord. Yeah, I think you might just be muted, honestly. We'll see.
Oh, there you are. We can't see your
On
screen.
the old Discord.
That should be saved, right? Okay, it's working now. It's working. I think it's working. Okay. Phew. I'm gonna have a heart attack. Jeez. Okay, it's working now. Phew. Whew. Okay, we are working.
Yep. Just waiting for the stream to catch up.
I'm so sorry for that. I thought it was working, but it wasn't working. I was talking to myself like an idiot. So.
Yep. You're there.
Okay, let's go.
Hooray!
Way
Yeah.
it works. Okay. So I'll say this again. Thank you everyone for tuning in to this stream. It's the very first time we've ever done a stream. I'm incredibly nervous. I have never done this before. I had trouble sleeping. But yes, I wanted to introduce my team members that are here. Have Solus.
Yo.
Yep, and I just remembered I forgot to censor your face. Oops. Oh well. Because that was last minute.
It's fine.
Yeah.
The SCP Foundation, now they're gonna snipe us because they know what watch looks like.
They're on to us.
Yeah. That was last minute. I had to render it. That's what took so long. I have Minsha with me as well.
Hi guys.
I have Blackened with me.
Yo, hello, folks.
And I have Jeff.
Hey, what's going on, everyone?
Yeah.
Jeff is the parrot.
Jeff the parrot, yes.
Mhm.
Blackened the
Yes.
Eevee.
Yep,
Sills
I'm
is
the
Watch.
Eevee.
And Minsha is Poppy. And next day we don't talk about him.
That's why he's in the corner. He doesn't have a speaking part.
Well, that's
Yes.
why bad stuff happens to him.
Yes. Because he's a jerk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we threw him a bone in the content advisory thing for the creepy platforming music list.
Yeah, he XJ was supposed to be let us know when we were going live on Twitch, and he was supposed to be like our Magic 8 Ball. But the thing was, he never did his job right. So in the end, and whenever we kept asking him to be the Magic 8 Ball, he would be like, give us really mean answers. So his punishment now was to be the countdown mascot. So
Yeah, it's like a sentence.
yeah. So I think I'll start by saying like where did the channel like begin, like how did it begin? I first started in 2010, and I think when I started watching other countdown artists such as, I remember Screw Attack top 10s, they did that, and Game Trailers top 10s did them.
Rest in peace, Screw Attack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah, and then I started seeing like more, and then IGN, I saw them doing top countdowns, but they would always do the same top 10s. Like it would always just be like top 10 this, top 10 that, and they would always use either the same videos, the same pictures. It was always in the same, like number one would always say, they would say horror games.
We got a donation. Sorry,
No,
we got
no.
5
Go
euros.
ahead. Yeah.
We got
Hi
a
guys,
donation.
hello from Lithuania. Thanks for making this awesome channel. I've been watching since 2011, since I was 9. Here's to many more.
Holy
Oh,
hell.
Yeah.
Thank you very
Thank you
much.
for the
Thank you
donation.
for that kind.
So, from 2011 since you was 9. Good on you.
Yeah. Thank you. But yeah, I saw all these videos, and I decided to, what if, like, I looked through the comments, and I was seeing that people were getting kind of like upset that they didn't include this, they didn't include that, and I'm like, why can't people make a video or just a countdown including these entries that people are saying? So I thought, well, I'll try and make these countdown channels or countdown videos with all of these entries. That's why our lists are so big back then, because we were trying to include so many, trying to please everyone at the same time, maybe showcase games and entries that many people have never seen or heard before, and gain popularity that way to these games. Maybe I play some games that no one's ever heard of, and I want other people to see them too, so I would include those games in the list. Yeah, and that's kind of where it branched out from. We just wanted to make content that people liked, I guess. Entries in games that people never heard of before. Do categories many people may not have heard of. So, but like we did. No, you carry on back.
It's certainly brought us all together. Like, because a lot, like, I mean, I know in my case that the reason that I'm here is because I watched some of your earlier videos. So I mean, and like the community that we've got here has been brought about by those early videos that you made and where you went from there.
Yeah. So I just saw a message from Ono Stoltzman. Will there be more scary music countdowns? Yeah, we actually are having one currently in the works right now, actually. Creepy music in role-playing games.
Yeah, there's still a few entries that still need to be researched, and then we'll be sending it to
we got to get the scripts out, and
yeah.
Oh,
And before you ask, yes, Lavender Town from Pokemon is on the list.
Yes, I know. I recorded it. But yes, we do have a creepy audio list in the works. Been getting some footage for that.
Marcus the HMD Mayonnaise. Who is the? Wait, mention something about who's the guy with the creepy voice that's usually in creepy video.
We
video
have
list.
2 of them. One is Mongoose. Mongoose was the one in the original top 45 scary Easter eggs in games. They also voiced God in our SCP-343 video. But then the other deep voice narrator, who's even deeper than Mongoose, is Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer is the voice of 682 in our SCP video, and that's his normal voice. Like, people think we put a voice mask on him. No, Pfeiffer, that's his real voice. That's how he talks. So
But they're both busy bees.
they're really busy, yeah. But yeah, great people though. If you ever meet them or talk to them, really nice people. Oh no, NDL, N, not M. So yeah.
November Delta Lima.
Yeah. Top cutest enemies? That's planned. Yeah, we do have a top cutest enemies planned. But yeah. Does any of you and the team wanna like mention anything? Or I mean, Nicole, if you don't, I'm just asking if you have anything you wanna say. Anything? You don't have to.
I mean, I'll jump in for the moment because
Yeah, and then I'll jump in after.
yeah. So it's essentially, I think I've been here for like 4 or 5 years now. Something like that. Honestly, it feels like I've been here forever because I can't even remember when I started. As I said before, is that I started out just watching Tats videos. It's quite funny, really. I used to put them on to sleep to for a time, just because they were long play videos, and just be like, I just enjoyed watching some of them. And then I discovered one day that Tats had a Discord. I joined in, and then suddenly I got hired as a recorder, and here I am 5 years later, still helping to keep things going. Please put Harvest out on a vid, you guys. We may do. We just need to have a list where it would be suitable to put it in. So yeah, that's basically been my story so far. I help out with recordings. I help out with scripts. I help out with a number of back end things. But at the end of the day, it's all good. Wait, what's that? Bracken putting the spider enemies in games on his playlist. Yeah, please don't. I don't like spiders. I do not like spiders. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was fun doing that list, but yeah, I do not like spiders. Which is ironic, really, because that was one of the I think the first video I did was for Penumbra, and that has spider enemies in it. So, yay!
Yeah, I don't know if I'm looking forward to that, because I'm also wary of spiders. Like, let me put it this way. In real life, if it's bigger than a coin, no.
Just no.
Nope.
There is an entry tier for spider enemies in games too, so that'll be yes, and I know what we're going to be including this time because a lot of people were upset we didn't include it. Grounded. And me and Solus had fun with spiders in that game. So.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I'm gonna have fun with that list.
You're also going to have fun with spider bosses too.
Oh god. I can just see like months of nightmares ahead of me. But I mean, to be serious to the viewers there, like I love doing these, even when it's like spiders and things like that. I hate spiders, but I have no problem with like doing them in video games. Like, it's a lot of fun. Could you also do funny animal simulator games like Goat Simulator and Amazing Frog? Possibly.
Yeah, we probably could do like something like funny simulator games.
I mean, the thing is, we've tried to do some funny stuff before, but they don't tend to draw in the same sort of views as the horror stuff does.
Yeah, we had a lot planned. We did that Strangers Racing games, and that didn't seem to be very popular. I thought it was funny, like that list, but again, viewership wasn't too good on that one. So most of them have said like they prefer horror content. So we're kind of doing that for now. But if people want to do other things too, like if they want to go back to some other entries, we're more than welcome to go back to them as well at some point.
Poppy looking traumatized. Lol. Yeah, she does look a little.
You haven't seen the researchers had to go on for this recent list.
Well, yeah, some of the songs I've had to listen to, like some of them are really freaky. Like, I don't want to give any spoilers outside of Lavender Town being on the list, but
what's the hardest video project? I know straight away what that one was. Common levels in games. That is probably the hardest one. 90% of that was my videos I had to do I had to find all these random games, most of them from quote unquote VR chat, and I had to record all these particular levels, and then we had to like I had to try and make the silhouette titles for each card. And how many was it? 85 was it? I can't remember. 85 entries.
85, yeah.
Yeah, so 85 different silhouette title cards, and I had to come up with some of them my own music for each particular one, and yeah, then I had to add special effects on top of that, green screen, such as sparks or smoke in the scene. Yeah, I spent a long time on that one, and I had help from Black and a lot of other people on the team with that. That was a tough one.
Wasn't
that
there
was-
also like some development hell with like the script writing portion?
There was
Oh.
at one point, yeah, but
We won't go into specifics on that one, but we did have a bit of a delay on the script side that
Yeah.
necessitated some intervention. What do we got here?
so I wonder if
got
we're
some
doing another
questions here.
freeware horror well, we are doing another are we doing? I don't know about freeware horror indie 3 because right now that list is we've hit like 161 games, and I think we need to cut that down. So
Yeah.
I don't know yet. I know we have at the end of this near this stream we will be showing you some preview templates of some of the videos we plan to make. So some of the questions you guys are asking will probably be included in this template.
Dear Tats Crew, how about including Dark Souls, Sekiro, Bloodborne, Elden Ring enemies, bosses, etc. in some videos?
We kind of did some for unsettling bosses.
And
Pretty
I know
sure- Pretty sure Bloodborne has shown up.
Bloodborne did appear in
Yeah,
one of the unsettling bosses.
Midnight Apostles, the giant ass spiders. I will also admit, there is a song from Bloodborne on the creepy RPG music list.
Scariest space SCP? The only one that comes to mind is the Space Lobster. That's the only thing I can think of.
Oh, I love this one. Will you give more in-depth background on Watch? Wow. Maybe we will, maybe we won't.
Yeah, so the camera one, that's my favorite sedition so far that I've done, was the SCP camera. And again,
That was a fun one.
stellar job from Solus on doing the voice for that. He did a great job.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, but also I should know that Solus also did the voice for 035 as well. So yeah, so Solus was technically talking to himself during that sedition. So yeah.
Yes.
That's
We have
accurate
a
as voice of
question
Watch.
here from Stolzman. Have you played Off?
It's funny you mentioned that.
No, I've heard of the game there, but I've not played it.
Me and Shao leaking the entire scariest RPG music list right now. No, I'm not. I just shared 2
Jesus.
entries.
Okay, look, I'm just gonna say, off is one that is coming. I have not personally played it. I may end up personally playing it because it's obviously recorded footage is necessary. But I mean, we have a team of recorders, so it may not just be me doing it.
Imagine someone said,
Ooh, I see a
$9.99
dono.
donation.
Thank you,
Hi,
Anthony, from that.
Hi, Tats and crew. Just want to say, love all your videos. Been watching since 2012. Kept me entertained through school. I still sleep to the scary countdown list and SCP list. Love hearing the voices used.
No, thank you very much for that kind donation.
Oh, that's so cool.
Before I got interrupted, imagine someone sends Watch 96's photo with the caption, "Hey, look here for an eye exam, LMAO." That is mean.
You should do bad indie horror games. That would be good. To be fair, we would be swamped. Like that. There are so many bad ones out there. Like I wouldn't even know where to begin. And even just thinking of just RPG maker games like that on its own, you could make several lists on that.
Yeah.
How many games has each Tats crew member played? Oh God.
Well, you're the big gameplay recorder, Black.
How many I've done that ultimate gameplay video things that I do. Oh, thank you very much, Vernon, for that donation.
Another
I
dono.
appreciate that.
Hello.
Thank you.
Hello from North America. I adore the team's camaraderie and your entertaining educational content. I wish you all success in the future. Which SCP is your favourite and why? Happy Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day to you.
Happy Memorial Day.
Hey.
That's a tough one. Which SCP is my favorite?
Builder Bear SCP-1048 always stood out to me.
Why? That's creepy, Minsha. Jesus. like eyes and teeth and ears and flesh and
Ew.
stuff. That's creepy. That was
Dirty.
supposed to be in the Cameras edition, but I just couldn't find a model for the other teddy bears.
Oh, we already had too many listings to begin with.
Yeah.
That got out of control quick.
Yeah, because I said saying this to us, we only add more and more to this camera list, and you're like, how many are you gonna do? I'm like, I don't know.
It was supposed to be like 15 or 10.
Yeah, and then we end
I
up
checked
making
back
30.
like a day later. Yeah, it's like 40, and you're like, I don't think it's enough still. And you had to cut down.
This
I
is
think
getting
the
a little
most-
bit excessive.
I think what stood out to me the most from that video is also people seem to be really thirsty for SCP-811's human form. Like,
Yeah, I know, right?
We knew that when we uploaded. We were like, okay, well.
Cats just happened to choose a really buxom model, and everybody's
yeah.
like, damn, she is dead.
That's called marketing.
But like, I
Cool
had
fan
to
service.
it's like, quit perving on 811, you exophiliacs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Garden of Banban, anything low rated on Steam. Oh, shots fired at Garden of Banban. Not that shots need to be fired. Just looking at the reviews of that thing. Jesus.
I have all
So
this-
You guys,
No, carry on.
We
Carry
kind of got like away from like how we each joined the
oh god, yeah.
bandwagon. Black
Wow.
and shared his story.
I mean, like, do you want to share your story, Minshao? Oh,
$5 donation from
$5
on.
Babsy.
Hey, Tats. Thanks,
Babsy.
Babsy.
Wait a minute, Babsy. Don't you
Yeah,
don't you
Babsy's
work for
our
us?
narrator.
Babsy? Yeah, hey, Babsy.
And
Oh, another
$1.99. Ever considered making a
considered
scary zombie video?
And let's say thanks, Babsy, for that kind donation. And Drop Dead 77. I was thinking about it, as in scary zombie videos in video games or movies or.
Maybe top zombie video games, maybe? Oh, 10. It's
Oh,
Mongoose!
Mongoose! But yeah, I was thinking
Hey!
about it. I could do. Well, we did think of doing top
Cool.
zombie games or zombie enemies. That was planned. So yeah, we'll probably do something like that in the future. So
Herbs VO. Hey everyone, it's Mongoose. Happy Memorial Day to everyone. Are there any plans to have SCP-343? It's scrolling up.
interact with the
SCP-3008.
infinite IKEA. Oh, man, you know, Mongoose. So if you thought the IKEA was that dangerous, you would have just did the finger snap and it'll be gone. So that's what I would think. You could just wish it not to exist if it was that dangerous.
Yeah.
But yeah, if there was a model of it, then yeah, I would have you just walk in the 343 with like a walking cane type of thing, like pimp style. Finger snap.
So let's see. I guess I'll share how I joined the team. I actually discovered the videos in 2012. I can't remember which one was the first one I saw, but it was like either the original top 80 scary horror games, like top 40 violent and gory games, or the top 100 worst video games. So I don't remember which one. So I was there when they initially dropped the original non-gaming creepypastas list. So that was my introduction. So I kept watching them off and on, and then when they dropped Scary SCP-3, I found the Discord link, so I joined them. Taz happened to be in the voice chat, so I was able to share my thoughts. I think she eventually said like, I ought to submit an application to be a narrator.
Yeah,
Right?
something like that.
Yeah, it started out as a narrator, I believe.
Yeah, and then Ray. So I submitted an audition to Ray, who was used to be the lead narrator, and I got the job in February 2022, and the common video game level list was my debut. But eventually, I ascended to being lead narrator, and since Azul has left the team with the horror quad game list, I'm also now the lead researcher. So.
Yeah.
Couple years it's been. I climbed the ranks pretty damn quick.
That's basically what happened. Basically, what happened to me. You just started out at the bottom, and then suddenly you're climbing the ranks, and you've got 2 management roles.
I'll quickly answer Tyler's message, because Tyler just messaged and said, what's my favorite SCP model to make? Probably 610 from the Virus SCPs. That was really, really fun to make. It was gross and disgusting, but I really enjoyed making that one. But sorry, yes, Blackie, please carry on.
No, I was just saying that like where Michelle finds herself now, just like management in 2 roles. So that's pretty much what happened to me. Just started out as a recorder, then entered management, went into script writing, ended up in management, then ended up as administrator. Just like, it's just amazing how quickly it can go.
Yeah. 2 questions was, which sedition's next? Not sure yet. We kind of taken aback by like the low viewership of the Desire Camera one, because we put a lot of work into that one. We're not sure why that one didn't get many viewership, so we're kind of like, I'm not sure what to do for now. In terms of sedition, we have a hunch we might do some expedition seditions, like where they send someone with a camera on their head into an SCP territory to see what happens, or we might do something else. We don't know yet. So
Expedition Sedition, I like that.
Expedition Sedition, yeah. What was the other one? There was another
Let's
one.
go to SCP-610's territory. That'll be fun.
Yeah. I know we were gonna. I did mention this to Silas and a few others that I want to experiment with Blender so I can do backroom stuff, because I wanted to do like a top list on that. Because I don't want to just go and take other people's content, like King Pixel stuff and other people's like backrooms material. I want to try and recreate my own. I mean, you have seen the city at the start that I did in 3ds Max. Well, I know Blender's a lot easier to use, so you know, try and make it look as realistic as possible. And I love level design. I do love SCPs, but I do like backrooms more because it deals more with architectural level design, and that's something that I got a degree in when I was at university in computer video games. It was level design BA honors degree, and I really, really adore level design in video games, and backrooms does it for me. But with SCPs, I can't really do much with that, because when I use Source Filmmaker, I'm using already pre-rendered assets. That's not mine. It's from other like games or models and stuff, so I can't really do much with that. But if I do like Blender stuff with backrooms, that's generally just all my own sort of material that I'm using. So, but again, that's something in the future. That's not like now. I'm not abandoning SCPs. I'm just saying it's an idea in the future. So yeah.
Somebody's asking what happened to Mongoose and Kenshin, 2 of our foreign areas. And, oh wow, 200 Swedish krona.
Is that Swedish crowns?
I think so. I really appreciate it. Thank you about that.
Let me look that up.
Hope you're all doing good. Been watching since I was 11, and now I'm almost 22 years old. Just wanted to say thanks for the entertainment over there. You're welcome. Thank you very much for that content. So.
More dono hypes.
Okay, so 200 Swedish krona is 14.76 pounds.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Sweet.
Thank you so much.
Every donation, regardless of amount, is very much appreciated. Thank you very much.
Korea rule of the 9th. You said that everyone else is standing and I'm the only one sitting. That is because for some reason this Source Filmmaker map, I cannot do anything with those chairs. Those chairs are preloaded into the map, except for the one that I'm sat in. So if I was to have them sat in chairs, the chair is literally 2 inches away from the desk. So I couldn't really put them sat in the chair. And if I tried hiding the assets for this map, it hid everything, including the tables. So I'm like, okay, so everyone's just gonna have to be standing.
Or plus,
XJ's in the naughty corner.
XJ's sulking.
If I sit on a chair, you won't see me.
Or me.
If you're wondering who the other 2 heavies in the back are, Samurai Heavy, he deals with all the weapon lists we plan to do. You did see him holding, he was for Guns in Games, the thumbnail, and he was also in Shotguns in Games. And the animated Yellow Heavy on the right, he is in our animated list. So you see him in the signs that could prove your house is haunted. He also made a brief cameo in the common levels that were rejected, and he will be featured in some of the other animated videos we have planned, such as annoying things about bus travel, annoying things about subway travel, annoying things about airline travel, annoying employees in retail, and dangerous distracted driving habits. So yeah, there you go.
So yeah, somebody had asked, like, before we got the donation, like, what happened to Mongoose and Kenshin. Neither of them are. Mongoose is technically still part of the crew. Kenshin is left, but I would rather defer to Taz if she feels comfortable explaining.
Kenshin, I think just drifted apart. I mean, I had no beef with Kenshin. I spoke to Kenshin before. They're cool. They just have a lot going on at the moment, and they just never had the time to really hang out to help with the team in any way. So, yeah.
At the end of the day, we all end up with our own lives that we have to deal with, and it can sometimes lead to just people just going their own way.
Mm-hmm.
What else we got here?
Oh, should I just quickly load that up then, because someone asks?
I mean,
Man, they're really persistent on, like,
Well,
suggesting
someone asks
crafting
about
things.
the that question, so I think I'll load it up. Oh. Instead of me having to say it, I can just say the thumbnail is in the works, like it's being done. Okay.
Some of these people are really persistent about the crappy Steam games list, especially like Digital Homicide, the developer.
So for you said if we're doing funny protagonists in games, this will give you your answer.
Yeah.
I don't see it on my stream.
No, it's okay. It's delayed.
Oh, right. It's.
It
I'm
ha- it
watching the. I'm
it has
watching
like
the
a 15
YouTube
second
stream
delay.
because I don't want to get. If I have it here and on our Discord call,
Yep, there
it's
it
gonna
is.
be
Oh,
echoing
let me
weird.
let me stop the stream on my Discord. I just remembered I had that going. Oops. Let me stop the stream on that.
Yeah.
Okay, there we
Yeah,
go. That should be better now.
Don't need that now.
There we go.
Okay.
That'll make it easier.
Can you name everybody in this thumbnail, folks?
Yeah. Okay. Everyone, chat. Can you name the people? Women, shall I say? Can you name the characters in this thumbnail? It was really fun to make. And one thing I really like about, I mean, I'm not boasting on thumbnails, but I did take graphic design course when I was at college, high school. And the thing that always catches most people's eye is color. So I wanted to make sure that a lot of colors stand out, and I chose these specific characters because that's what draws your eye to it.
What? Did not mean to do that.
wait.
I just
Are you
saw. Am I the girl talking right now, Blacken? No, I am not a girl. I'm very much a male, a person of the male species.
An Eevee. Oh,
Yes.
a male Eevee.
Person of the male species. What am I saying?
The people are guessing Duke Nukem, Crash Bandicoot, Conker, and the and Sam from Serious Sam.
Yeah, good.
Johnny Cage, Gex, yep. Postal Dude, yep.
You seem to mostly be getting it, guys.
Yeah. We were planning on doing a 049 and 35's edition. We're not sure whether to have Watch and Scene 2 talking to them, but we're not sure yet. Because then Watch can really get down to the meat and potatoes of asking why they
Serve as a
lying.
moderator.
Yeah,
So
I think
it could
he
be
got-
like
Jesse
an
Dizzy
episode of
nailed
Jerry
them all.
Springer.
Yep,
Yeah.
Jesse Dizzy got in the chat, got them all.
Yeah, Jesse was right. But yeah, I heard what you said, Solus. Yeah.
Yay.
Might as well just show some other ones off then. I want other templates. Alright, I'll just do that since we can show off some other templates and that'll stop other people from guessing the ones that we may be doing them. So there's this
Yeah,
one.
we'll showcase some of the things that we've got in the works. I apologise if we don't get to everyone's questions
Yeah.
as they go through. They are rolling through pretty quickly.
But we will be doing more creepypasta stuff. I know a lot of questions saying we are doing creepypasta stuff. We will be doing creepypasta content still. Like the creepypasta monsters, that's planned. Should we say what we're doing for Halloween? Because me and Luna already suggested it and spoke to Solus about it too.
Ooh, 20
Oh.
Mexican dollars. Hey, Tats, will you leave the video on demand on the channel?
Basically-
as
basically,
in the stream itself will be left
Yeah, it should be.
on the channel.
Yeah, I mean, it should automatically appear in the live thing, so I'm sure that would be left on there, yeah.
I just want to bring in one question because someone's asked it a couple of times.
Mhm.
Can you tell me if Amnesty has some connections to Watch's sister Evelyn?
I don't know for sure because we had because Crime was the one who originally wrote the story for them, and then they had left the team, but they have the rights for Jacobs and Amnesty and McCrimmon, so I'm not entirely sure what the story arc was for that, because now that they've left the team, they've taken the rights for those characters, so I don't know for sure at the time. I don't think Amnesty was related to Evelyn, I mean, to Watch's sister at the point, but yeah, I'm not entirely sure on the answer for that one.
Watch? Are we really siblings?
Oh God!
Role-playing now, are we?
It's happening.
Yeah.
Hey, I was already doing it with ZP811 with all the thirsty comments.
Oh, yeah, I remember. It is true. What else do we have? We have... These are the weapon ones.
Oh, somebody asked, will we get creator commentary on this editions that haven't gotten them yet? I don't know, actually.
Not sure.
I don't know. Maybe I probably think like some of the future ones might. I don't know about past ones because again, like one of the main writers at the time, Crime, is no longer with the team, so it might be a little bit tricky to do a creator commentary on past editions. That's my thought.
My friend, the Shiogoro of the Daedric Prince of Madness, is here. Thank you, my lord, for coming to join the stream.
Huzzah!
We have a question from Plummetus. Hello,
Yes.
hello, how's your day been? Been a hot minute since my Discord got compromised.
Oh,
I'm sorry that happened.
I apologize for Discord's crappiness.
I'm doing...
You do a list on overrated creepypasta characters in the future. I don't know what would... That's a bit of a vague concept of overrated creepypasta characters.
Yeah,
Jeff the Killer.
that's instantly
You know-
what I was thinking of.
It's funny you say that. I actually learned that there's an animated movie coming called Sonic Villains, and it's got Sonic.exe in it.
Oh my god.
And Solid Snake,
Nice.
Damn.
complete with David Hayter. I'm not joking, because I looked up David Hayter's credits today, and I saw he's working on something called Sonic Villains that's in progress. I'm like, oh god, are you serious? There's Sonic.exe in it.
Bellstat says the top 150 guns and games are, in my opinion, one of the all-time best lists y'all have ever made. Also, I'm happy to hear I'm not the only one who goes to sleep listening to these videos. Lol.
Oh yeah, I did.
I think it sounds like
dear,
it's a bad thing. I'm joking.
Yeah, the guns and games list. I think that's also one of the reasons why we're no longer doing
Oh, don't know. From Babsy again.
Hey, Ramsey.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think the guns and games list, I think that's that in the common video games level list, that's like probably the reason why we're not doing exorbitantly long lists, because they're more likely to get stuck in production hell.
Oh, we got a member for a month.
Thank you,
Yay!
Comitis, for becoming a member. Thank you.
Greetings from that one Finnish guy. Greetings to the Finnish. I hope you're able to finish successfully.
Now hold on a second there, puns are my thing.
I've been here longer than you,
Yes.
and I'm your boss.
Yeah, fair enough.
I win.
Pulling seniority.
Yeah, Jeff joined us for the horror aquatic in time for the horror aquatic.
Yeah, they recorded that #1 entry on the list.
Yeah, that was a good one. There was one question I saw earlier. Is there a number limit where it comes to making top videos? Well,
If it's above 50, we usually when it gets to about 20 or 30, we're like, do we really want to make it this big? So we kind of cut it down to roughly about 20 or 30. Because big lists are okay, but they're just way too long, and it's sort of a drain on us sometimes. We try to not do big lists as much anymore.
The ultimate problem we tend to run into, certainly on the recording side, is that we don't have many recorders anymore. So when we get big lists, like we have to do the prep work to get into the point we need to, and then we have to record the game. So it reaches a point where, like, when we had like 100 top worst games, which has now been broken down. Like,
yeah, it's down by
half of
genre
that,
now. Yeah.
Yeah, about half of that list before we broke it down had been recorded just by me. So that's just one person like doing all of that, and it's just like there's only so much that one person can do during that time. So we try to balance it out by having smaller lists so that we can get the content out quicker, so that you guys can get your TTV fix.
Yeah.
Is Plague Doctor, Sixie, and Pirate Crab Imposter Snake still on the team? I know Imposter Snake is.
Yes. Sixie's
yes.
Sixie's still on the team, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he's just really
Oh, thank you, Babsy, for becoming a member.
Bronze member.
Yeah.
Yay! Hey, if you do a top videos for horror levels, can you do a hand time Vanessa's Manor? Her
Pretty sure we did.
Her music's actually in the creepy platforming games list.
Yeah.
We did Vanessa's Mansion. That was in one of the recent videos.
Is Vanessa's Mansion haunted?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Because then we can add it to haunted buildings and games.
I don't know. I don't know if it qualifies as haunted. Like there is an entity in there, but I don't know if it's a spectral entity or if it's just a monster. I suppose it would depend on how you qualify haunted.
Mean Boy says, I'd like to read out your list to hear my voice, and I think that one day I would like to try it myself if I'm good or not. If that's alright with you, Tats, I'll give it a shot at narrating. That is great, but the narration auditions are closed until further notice.
Yeah, because we have a lot of members on the team that are narrators. We need ones for like some of the gameplay recording department.
We desperately need
only like 3 or 4 of us.
It would be nice when they eventually open up. I would like to see more female or narrators or those who have more feminine voices, because I don't think I can pull off all the female characters.
Also, I noticed someone in the chat is asking for the Discord link.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, we can do that at the end. There's no rush for that.
I haven't.
We can provide the Discord. Hello, Discord.
Carry on.
We can provide the Discord link. Easy enough. We may do that later in the stream. If someone has the Discord link, they're more than welcome to drop it.
Blue Cameron says he has it. He's looking for permission.
Okay.
Arrow says, any chance of backroom stuff? Yep, I just played it a second ago.
Absolutely.
It's this one. That's planning.
Yeah,
And yes, Cryo, we know about the Apollyon and Thaumiel classification. So I think Apollyon is not wholly canon.
I don't know for sure. I'm not entirely sure on that one. So
Disclord or Dislord.
It can be whatever your heart desires it to be.
Left to interpretation.
Best fan
Let
game.
the imagination flow.
Best fan games like the Mushroom Kingdom Fusion as one of them. Honestly, I've never heard of Mushroom Kingdom Fusion. Oh, okay. But I mean, if we did a fan games list, it could be on there.
Yeah, essentially.
I thought it was sorry.
Essentially, what Mushroom Kingdom Fusion is Super Mario Brothers 3 gameplay-wise, but with multiple different characters and multiple different worlds from multiple different games.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Oh, Pominus is going to join the fan server again, just needs to create a new Discord account after his got hacked.
How do we plan the production of these videos? Seems we take... The thing, okay, with the with all these we have to because we record every one of the content ourselves. We don't like take other people's content. Like some other content creators would just use other people's gameplay content. We try and record every single bit of content ourselves, so that we mute the music. So the music doesn't clash with the music we add on top. We mute the voices because that way narration will clash with the voices in the game. So all we have is the sound effects. We remove the HUD so that you're getting everything on the screen at once without any weird text appearing. And we want to make sure that if it's a weapon, like we want to have the weapon being used at many different points of the game, either it's during the day, the morning, sunset, and at nighttime. If it's like using an item, we want to make sure it's being used at many different points of the game. So once all that gameplay is done, either I record it or my team record it. They send it to me. I then edit it down even more, and then they have the research department that look into details on what is the item or what is the thing going on with that particular entry. Then you have the scripting department that has to write out what they have to say for each one. The narration department then has to go and find time so they can narrate their stuff, send it to me. Then I have to edit it with the music, with the sound effects and everything. Then I create every bit of one of those animations at the start with XJ. I do the thumbnails, I do the transitions, I do some of the music and the sound effects. So this is why it takes a long time. So at the end of the day, it's just me that does all the editing and producing. But I really do apologize for how long things take, but we just want to make sure that we want to give you the best quality at the end of the day. So yeah.
Unlike
that's
Watch
all.
Mojo, as Babsy has said.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
we don't allow profanity in this server.
Can't talk about them. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're more about
it's,
quality than quantity. So we would like
Yeah,
more
Watch
videos
Mojo
to
is
come
pretty
out,
much-
but it's just
Watch
yeah.
Mojo is a 4-letter word around here.
Wasn't that I don't know if it was Watch Mojo that got caught by this, but wasn't that one of the things that you had fun with, Tats, where you put that was it an Easter egg or something from one of the games? It was like the exploding bear.
It was the exploding bear from when I think it was the Fear 3 scary Easter eggs where it was the bear that explodes. I decided to play a prank on everyone to think that was real, and it wasn't. It was something I wanted to, because at the time I was like really annoyed that most countdown creators don't research, or journalists, they would research it and think, oh no, sorry, they would not research the stuff and just like take what other people think is granted. And it's Fear 3 in the bedrooms, and you see this one bear. And when I first played it, I didn't know what the bear did. It was just a bear with glowing eyes, and I just thought, okay, that's creepy. Maybe it's got something to do. And nothing really happens until you leave the room. Then the bear's eyes go back to normal. So I thought, well, what if I make it so that if you look at the bear too long, you just take damage and it explodes. So I put that in the video, saying that the bear explodes when it doesn't. And quite a lot of people, even Watch Mojo and a few other countdown journalists, believed that to be real without testing it for themselves. So they actually put it into their video or their article saying that this bear explodes. And I'm like, there you go, you didn't do research. So yeah, that's why I put it in. I wanted to see if people tried it out for themselves, just to see if it's real. So
Somebody just said Watch Mojo is thewish.com at Tatstubs.
I'm just going to interject slightly because my girlfriend's in the chat.
Oh, okay.
GB Dana-chan, I see you there. Thank you for saying Tats is an amazing creator.
Oh, thank you.
We have a question from DropDead77. How do I become a patron member for your channel?
Do we have? Is the patron thing on YouTube?
Is it not in the
Must admit, I haven't actually looked for quite a long time.
It should be on the channel page, I think.
Let me just have a quick nose on there. That's not where I want to go.
Red Sea Gaming. The stream contains video previews, origin stories, slight technical issues. Viewer discretion is advised.
Sounds like Watch Mojo. Let's see.
This one's gonna be
links.
fun.
Okay, yeah, there it is. So there is a links page on the Tats Top Videos YouTube main page. So if you just go into where the links are, and you can find the Patreon link there if you want to join the Patreon.
Okay. I'm just
concerned
scrolling
about
down
the
these.
look the show. I'm concerned about the look Shogun is giving me with that bow.
He likes his weapons.
He's just posing. He's just posing for the camera, Cryo. No worries.
Don't worry, he's just having fun with it. He likes his weapons. Yeah,
Actually-
all of these you're seeing, these are planned projects.
Yeah, if it has a tick next to it, like this one, we've done it already. So that was a fun one too. I actually did enjoy Cities and Games. That was a good one.
Right.
So many guns lists. It's like, dude, you have no idea how many lists we have planned.
For April Fools next year, make a Ghetto Tats Top videos where the videos just ghetto as hell, like 240p quality, Xbox 360 mic, etc.
So basically, just make a garbage video.
Can't do anime
Oh, yeah,
stuff,
with the
unfortunately.
wonky-
Would love to do
Oh
anime
yeah, with the
stuff,
wonky,
but no.
crunchy mics.
Oh yeah.
Oh, see you around, Babsy.
Take care, Babsy. Thanks for hanging out.
Later.
Thank you for the donations.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Samurai Heavy being our mascot for the weapons. No one else could pull it
Lol.
off. Oh, there it is.
Ugh. Just had to plug in my laptop to charge.
Dang it. What's Grump? What's Gump? Sorry, said your name wrong. Yeah, dang it.
It's cloudy. It's cloudy where I am.
It's raining
Happy
here.
Memorial Day.
Yes, happy Memorial Day, folks.
For those in the U.S. at least.
Bank holiday.
Yeah, we call it a bank holiday. Why?
Yep.
Because the bank's on fire.
There it is.
Top hardest items to obtain in video games. Well, I'm going to tell you now, if we do that list, I'm going to be very hateful by the end of it. Because that means I have to spend time actually getting those items.
We're gonna cheat.
Woo!
I cheated.
Yeah.
Okay, so
We're gonna
let's-
cheat, baby.
Who's
asks-
the girl that talks? Who's the girl that talks? That's me. I'm Lady Mean Show.
Well,
I'm...
I am also a girl, but I don't sound like one. I'm not trans either. People just really assume I'm a guy, and
Yeah.
I'm not. So
Yep.
You're some jerkbag.
We have two
There's a-
girls.
Can you guess? Can you guess who's in this thumbnail?
Yep, I see it, Tats. We have a question from Cam.
yeah,
How
yeah.
protagonist thumbnails is amazing, Tats. Just curious, how did the other two people join the team?
That's probably.
Oh,
asking-
so that'd be Jeff and Solace.
yeah.
Yep, that'd be me and Solus.
You can go, Jeff.
Now you can go first, Solus. I'll be the surprise
mine's-
at last.
Not very interesting for like. It's pretty straightforward. I just joined the Discord and sort of did an app. There was no application process because this was like 7 years ago. And I was a musician first, got into voiceover, and I was like, oh well, I need to find some more like work experience. And I was like, okay, well I can just kind of just ask at this point. Again, this was the Wild West, so there was just like, oh, can I be a narrator? Big smile on my face. And it took a while because again there was no process. But like maybe like 2 months later, I got a call back and was like, all right, you're in. I'm like, oh. Got it from there, and I think my first video was what was it? Experiment creepypastas back in 2017.
I accidentally deepened your voice in that one by accident. Sorry.
Oh, somebody guessed Ness,
Oh
Madolski,
shit! I didn't mean to do that.
Cloud, John Pokemon, Jane Illusion of Gaia. No. Well, Ness,
There you go.
Madolski, and Cloud you got right. Pokemon, that's Elios from the Pokemon Sun and Moon / Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. The other girl, that's Viola from the Witch's House.
Yes.
Mike Erman Trout. Oh, yeah.
Hate to be a little bit of a nitpick, but it's called Madatsuki.
Yeah,
Adult-
Madatsuki.
Madolski is technically the correct
As long as they
pronunciation.
said that, as long as they're pronounced like named the same, I guess that's fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'll give. Consider this extra clues as to which games will be featured.
You know.
Is there any more to your life story there, Solace?
Not really. I'm very boring.
I thought that was me.
Right. Well, like rose to the ranks, like pretty much the same. My story's exactly the same as the ones that have already been told. We made the Sedition series together, I suppose, or like I pitched a character. Like it was at the time, it was like we were just interviewing with random scientists, and I was like, we are squandering perfectly good opportunities to ask like really intriguing questions with a singular character that has a personality, like an interesting back and forth with like 049, or it's like, wow, this would have been a much more interesting video if we had someone with personality interviewing this SCP and like pushing back or pressing questions instead of just like asking a question and getting an answer or maybe a lack thereof. So we made the watch character originally to kind of fill that void.
Amy Boy says Solus sounds like my uncle.
Yeah.
Marcus is saying, I could see me and Shao being a counselor or a hypnotist when not doing this. Just that kind of soothing voice. Aw, thanks, but I don't work in either of those things. I'm unemployed at the moment. I'm trying to look for a job. But outside of Tatsu, I'm also a main contributor for Lolibrary, which is an alt-fashion resource thing. I basically do a lot of contributions for a couple of the main Lolita fashion brands. That's the closest I have to a job. Ooh, Drop Dead said they just joined the Patreon.
Hey, fresh Patreon. Thank you for supporting the channel.
Bellstar said what the narrators for the Mysterious Cabinet projects, I think it's Kenshin and Mongoose. I think their names are listed in the video, in the description, or near the end of the video, but I'm pretty sure it's Kenshin and Mongoose were the narrators for that one. So.
Will you make a Lost Episodes Creepypasta Part 2?
I highly doubt it. There will probably be gaming Creepypastas Part 2, but not Lost Episode, no. Because it was an absolute nightmare to make the artwork for all of them, which got stolen by a lot of people, and they said they made it. No, I made it. I did it in Photoshop.
Not to mention possibly running into the anti-fun police, aka the DMCA. Have you guys ever heard of a Japanese comic called Bonchondong Ghost? I have. That's actually Korean in origin.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's Korean.
Sounds like a Chinese restaurant.
Video process, long and drawn out. I try and make it sped up. Like, this is what I do like pretty much every day, is trying to record content, because I love making people entertain, like just by video making, and I just want people to see videos we do, or just show people videos, and at the end of the day, as long as they go away and think I learned something today, and I really like that, so I just want to like make videos and entertain people. But video process takes a long time. It's just trying to get all the content going. If I had everything going, it would probably take me like 2 days to create a list. So,
that dude's voice is also nice, soothing in a masculine way. You know, that's got to be Solace.
Yeah, that has to be Solace.
Yeah.
Talking about you, Jeff.
When will you do top creepypasta monsters, and will you do a wholesome list?
Wholesome list.
I guess like happy protagonist would technically. I mean, happy protagonist would kind of be one.
Probably not a wholesome list in itself, but there may be lists that can be classified as wholesome in a way.
Also, Blacken,
yes?
I have about as much masculinity in my voice as a fucking poodle.
A poodle, huh?
Well, that means I've got all the masculinity of a female poodle.
Yeah.
There
it is. Happy protagonists.
Thursday Boy and Little Sock Puppet, you want to join the Patreon? If you go to the main page for Tatstop videos, you can find a link to Patreon there.
Yeah, Marcus just clarified. Yeah, I meant Solace. He seems like he could read me a bedtime story.
I think we just found you. I think we just found you a new
I
job,
kind of
Thomas.
do. If you're falling asleep to these videos, then it's a little bit of me somewhere in there, maybe. It's a team effort.
Wario is wealthy. Yes, Wario is indeed
at the
wealthy.
end of if you've played Super Mario Land 3 Wario Land and get every treasure, he has his own planet or moon.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's insane. So yeah.
You guys ever heard of Sad Satan?
Yes, I have.
Yes.
Yes.
Only when the devil's got depression.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like some
Deep web
alleged
game.
Yeah, but apparently it's a remote Trojan that's like so they can creep on you.
And Chris Redfield wealthy. Yeah, play Resident Evil 5 and tell me all those treasures you pick up and doesn't
Yeah.
make you wealthy.
Like,
Did
you
you
do
guys-
end up with a lot of money by the end of it.
Yo, I'm a
Mark-
Solace simp.
Yeah, I was
Oh.
about to say that.
There's gonna be a feet wiki for your Solace.
Oh,
There was a
Okay.
shrine
I'm alright
like,
with that.
forum for Mongoose. I remember that. So
Someone
Yeah.
should narrate "Go the fuck to sleep."
oh,
That would be a fantastic audio novel.
oh! I forgot about that.
Did you guys ever get to meet any famous people in horror like Robert Englund or anyone like that through cons, or are conventions not your thing?
Conventions are my thing, but rarely do I actually like really go up to somebody. Occasionally, I'll run into voice actors, but sadly not Robert Englund or something like that. I'm like, I wish I need to go to more horror conventions. But in my years of voiceover, I've met quite a bit of voice actors who went on to do some interesting projects, or they ended up being in like the new the 7 Rebirth, stuff like that, or Digital Circus. A lot of my some of my friends went on to voice in that and stuff like that. So that's like the only like cool things I like, where you meet people along your travels. You'll see them at conventions. I didn't even know they were guests there, and I'll run into them.
Let's see.
Also, would love to go to conventions, but unfortunately, I'm broke as hell, and my channel is about as doing as well as a rock playing hide and seek.
come on, Jeff.
The struggle, relatable.
What's this one? Does the $5 and $15 supporter get special stickers for the chat? Anyone?
No, they don't.
Not yet. No, we haven't.
We are in the process of.
We just started doing this streaming, so we're kind
yeah.
of new to the thing.
Have any plans for more creepypasta lists? Possibly, I suppose. I mean, I don't see why not. It might. It's not the current list we're working on, but I don't see why there can't be more.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've seen a couple people ask about like when the heck the creepypasta monsters list will ever come out, because that was teased at the end of the 60 non-gaming creepypastas extravaganza.
So what have we got here? Jeff, it's your turn to share your story of joining the team. And I recognise, since you are the newest ones here, it will probably be a short story.
Exactly. But goddamn, you're persistent.
Do it in green text. Just kidding. Go.
But yeah, how I joined the team is that I first started watching Tats back in 2012. And over the years, I would just watch her videos because I didn't really know she had a Discord, and I didn't really have a powerful PC back then, so. Then once I started getting a more powerful PC, I joined the Discord, started talking with her. It's been a rough in the beginning because I would do some stupid shit. But eventually, this year, in, what was it, March or April? I think it was March when I applied to join the team and got in within, what, hours?
Well, I mean, there was two elements of it. One, we had someone who we had a positive opinion on, wanted to join the team, and two, we had someone who wanted to be a recorder. And at the moment I heard someone wanted to be a recorder, my ears just perked up. I was like, "We need recorders. We need recorders. I need to process this one."
Can I just ask you something? Is the audio playing when I play it? When I play these videos, does the audio play or does it not?
Hang on, play it again. I'll unmute.
I'm just waiting for it to catch up.
I put on like actually unchecked desktop audio. I wondered if it actually was it playing before or not.
Yep, it's playing.
Okay, so this entire time I've been playing the audio and it's not been playing because I had it unchecked. Oops. This is
Yeah,
a
there we
terrible
go.
stream. Oh my god, I've had all of these were taken. Oh my god.
No.
Sorry.
No.
I'm
the
so
audio for when
sorry.
you-
I had the audio turned off the entire time when I had these clips playing. Oh my god.
No.
I apologize. We don't worry. It's okay. Like, this is our first time.
I'm so sorry. I thought I had the audio on the whole time, and I've been playing them, and they had audio, and then now it's okay.
A few people are saying that it's loud.
No,
so
okay, my bad. I'll turn it down.
I think it needs to be just turned
Pinky
down
Winky
slightly.
asks, can you please do top status endings in video games? I think that is in the pipeline for a future video.
Okay, let me turn down.
Yeah,
if you do
it's
join our
on the
fan,
list.
I will say, people, if you do join our fan server on Discord, we do have dedicated channels where you can leave suggestions.
Let's try that.
We have them separated by like suggestions for architectural themed lists, weapons, SCPs, and we do have a list pinned that are pinned for like future lists, so you can leave specific suggestions.
Okay.
Who knows? If you're lucky, they may join the list.
I mean, we do get a lot of entries making their way on there, primarily because they're suggested by people. Sometimes
Yeah.
they do get sifted off when we do our research and we find out that some of them aren't appropriate for the list that we're doing. But we accept suggestions as long as you don't overload us with them. Like, we are human as
Or
well.
spam them. That's a great way to get us, but we got to paddle in. So
Yeah, we've had a couple of people who just like send us like about 20 odd suggestions in like 5 minutes. I'm just like, dude, slow down.
Watch this. And if you join the Discord today, you can now constantly bash at how bad I am.
good.
Trying to make sure the audio level's okay. I don't want to deafen people again. Some people say.
I think that was just Cameron. Everyone else is saying it was too low.
Really? I turned it down. I thought it was too.
Cameron, are you sure you don't have your volume
Okay,
maxed out?
How loud is this one?
Here's one of my dogs barking from downstairs.
Tell me how loud that one was, and I can turn it down a little bit.
Waiting for the stream to catch up.
Everyone else is low. Cameron, are you sure you don't have your?
I could hear that.
Yeah, I can hear that too.
Okay, I heard best car crashes there.
Yeah, I just wondered how loud it was. Is that a good? Quiet.
It's a little bit quiet, but it's audible.
Okay. Oh man. Okay. I need to figure out audio levels. Why did some people say it was loud? Okay, if I put it up a bit more, then.
I'm hearing more
Literally-
people wanting to.
Literally everyone is
Higher
saying
it.
it's. Yeah, literally everyone's saying it's quiet, and Cameron was the only one who said it was loud.
Yeah, Greg says it's
Oh,
loud too. I
Cameron.
think it's reasonably loud. All right. So if I put 30.
I think it's gonna be a case of.
All right. I'll
It's
put
fine.
it. I'll leave it about
Fine.
37. Then shall we? Yes.
Hmm.
There we go. Okay, if I go to the horror content, because a lot of people are asking what horror content we got, I'll do these ones so we can show.
Horror does tend to be what we're known for.
We did that one. Now we have.
If you're wondering why there aren't many reactions from us regarding the videos that are being played, it's because the stream has like a 5-10 second delay. So
Yeah.
we may not necessarily comment on the videos as they come by.
Yeah.
Yes, horror driving, horror forest. Yeah, we have lots of horror. We have such sights to show you. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a comment from Marcus, the HMD man. I want to play a game with one of the team members when they're free, haha. Preferably Solus or Lady, whatever your last name is. Sorry, not best with names, XD.
Okay, it's Mean Shao, first off.
Mean show, yes.
Sometimes we play in the discords.
Yeah, so, sometimes because sometimes we drop into the Discord fan server, and sometimes we'll play some games there.
Yeah.
I don't really. I'm not much of a gamer myself. I mostly do like Pokemon or like some of those little RPG Maker games. Like I've had Eve and Blank Dream download for myself, and the White Chamber, which I actually discovered through the original horror video games list. It's one of my all-time favorites, legit. So
Yeah,
I actually have a
Lament
lament configuration in my room.
That's cool.
I actually have a lament configuration in my room. Why?
Unless
Okay.
it's real, then yikes. Run.
Horror school games. I can think of Misao, considering that takes place in a school.
There are a few. I have come across a few indie ones before. I'd probably have to search through some of my old lists.
Another
to
one.
find them. But there's a fair few that I've come across. And technically, Corpse Party would be as well.
Yeah, that one.
And there's a new game that came out, The Classrooms. That's also a horror school game.
Yeah, we'd probably be able to get enough for a list for that. Just like looking through a variety of different ones.
Top 10 horror Pokemon game theory, suggests Rodin. I don't know about the copyright thing. An Orange Artist asks, what other hobbies do y'all have besides your work on the channel?
We have
Well, we usually play games with each other, and my hobbies are usually studying more on military stuff, or, well, just chatting.
Mine is just usually, I generally don't go out because I'm kind of a boring person.
you're not.
Yeah, I am boring. Mostly because of my fashion, I generally get shouted a lot at. But I generally like to make videos a lot. If it's a game that I've played, I like to... You know when you see a video online of a new game that came out and they do a trailer for it and it looks nothing like the game? Like, the way they make the game in the trailer looks nothing like it. You feel like you could do a better job on it. I like to make a compilation or trailer for that game just to entice people to try it for themselves. Get the best out of a game, but not show too many spoilers. So I tend to do that with all the games I play. I try and do something called Ultimate Gameplay Video, which some point maybe I will show that off. The only thing I'm worried about is music copyright. So yeah,
the copyright police.
Yeah, but other than that, if it's an indie game, then I like to show it off, and maybe people would want to try it out for themselves. So
Orange Artist.
Oh, sorry.
Orange Artist says, "Oh, you're not boring." All right, chat. Let's get some hot hats.
Hey,
Taylor suggested for scary school games: White Day, a labyrinth-themed school, Psycho no Stoka, and Yandere Simulator.
I know White Day. I've got that one. Got a question here. Hey, Tats team, do you folks plan on making channel merch?
We kind of do. It's under like Teespring, but it's
not.
The thing is, I wouldn't. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, because you can't change the prices on Teespring, and they're really, really expensive. I don't know how to change the prices on them, and I don't know if anyone's even bought anything from Teespring. But we can look into it, into other.
Yeah, we might revamp the shop and actually have it like at the bottom where you can click on the link or anything like that.
Didn't think anyone would like want any merchandise from us, but
if there's enough interest in it, then we may look into doing something with it. But it kind of got made at one point and then got like left by the wayside because like there was no interest in it.
Yeah.
But I mean, if there is interest in people wanting TTV merch, then we may look into that.
Yeah.
So what were some of the rest of us like? What kind of crap do we do outside of this channel?
I do music full time.
Well, I mean, I already said what I do.
I play video games.
I do ambient tracks and sing. Pretty much. That's where my passive income comes from.
I keep interrupting.
Fix my house up. I like to go to the gym.
Up, we have a question from the unknown unpopular user. Could you do indie horror shooter games? For that, there's only two for me that comes to mind. That's No Players Online and Dead Space.
There are plenty of there are some indie horror shooter games that I've come across in my time with varying levels of quality.
Actually, wait, scratch that. Dead Space is not an indie game.
Yeah, I was about to say Dead Space is a
Yeah, I
triple
was
A.
about to say,
But yeah, in terms of what I like to do outside the channel, reading, I crochet, I'm especially into Lolita fashion. I've been involved in the fashion for like 11 years now. Spending way too much time online. Mostly thirsting over Leon Kennedy and Remy LeBeau.
fair.
As is your want.
I love how Solace and Black and they're just like, oh yeah, Mean Shao's lusting after two fictional
It's your
men.
right.
As is your right. You are permitted to simp.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the internet.
Speaking of which, I just want to count. Could you sing, please? I would love to hear you sing live.
You're gonna have to find my Spotify.
I know Mercy, one of our fellow narrators, is also a musician in real life, so
Oh yeah.
Leon Kennedy, respect. Thank you, Orange.
Yeah.
Hey, don't get me wrong.
We
I
stand
do-
Leon Kennedy.
I do like Leon Man is one of my favorite Resident Evil characters.
Lolita fashion for the win. Chibi, thank you.
Oh yes, thank you, love, for supporting the Lolita fashion. I may have to
This Greek.
How long is your average live? This is our first live stream.
Yeah, this is our first one,
Our
so
very first one.
our average is going to be for as long as this lasts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we have an encore stream at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Americans. We got some other staff members. I know one of our scriptwriters, Purple, is going to be amongst the crew.
And Lunar, I believe, will be joining as well.
Singing the Sauron voice.
I'm not doing that.
Someone recognizes
whispering.
Someone
I'm gonna be
recognizes you
whispering
from
over
your...
a track.
Top 10 haunting background sounds. We do have like creepy ambience in whatever
Horror.
video game
Yeah, we
the
do.
pipeline.
Yeah, creepy music ambience in insert genre of game. So yeah.
Sweet Say Echo. I love the Lolita fashion too. I sometimes make outfits for my friends. Ooh, what kind of style do you go for?
Well, so favorite sedition, the 978 one, the camera. That's my favorite one, but no one seemed to like it. But that's my favorite one. I know, but the viewership is sort of like for that one. But that was my favorite one because you get to see all sorts of SCPs that we never did before. So
In
and
this
from
chat,
first
we
person.
stand Leon F. Kennedy. Amen.
What? No love for Pierce?
Pierce.
Yeah.
He's alright.
No.
Yeah, we're pretty neat,
No, Pierce is awesome.
right? Let's get some Pierce positivity.
Material.
This is a curious question. Would you try and get all staff, old and new, on some Tats 15 years anniversary video or something like this? Somehow I doubt it.
Yeah. A lot of these people aren't even like online or like we wouldn't be able to contact them.
Yeah, it would be very difficult to contact some of these people.
Yeah.
And we have had a lot of people come and go through the channel, even just in my time. Right. So I think it would probably be a bit of a difficult ask. However, I mean, nothing to say that we couldn't have like an anniversary episode where we just sort of look back on like some of the old stuff.
Yeah. We have like flashback videos that we were looking at that kind of serve as that, like retrospectives.
Yeah.
Somebody's like, what's the ritual to summon Solace to your house to comfort you? Do you need to like surround the mirror with salt, light candles, turn lights out, pray to the mirror, and he just walks out of the mirror?
You gotta offer some kind of sacrifice.
Offer
Preferably
a
like
picture of
goldfish crackers or something.
Preferably something with ravens, considering he's also associated with ravens.
I was gonna say food. I'll
Preferably a bag of Funyuns.
yeah, if you have a bag of Funyuns, you can summon me pretty good.
I'm sorry. Should I be concerned that my girlfriend is saying I would so love to hear Solace sing Misty Mountain from The Hobbit? Is there something I should know here?
You want me singing subharmonic?
Would you collab with SCP? We did actually. The Tat City remaster video. We had Volgan narrate in that video. So yeah.
Yeah, good friend of ours.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
What's the ritual to summon Mongoose to my house? I don't know.
That's you would have to get with Mongoose with that one.
He's a busy bee.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
Yeah.
What's the ritual to
Sorry,
What's the ritual to summon the devil? Is there a devil summoning ritual? There's a creepypasta called the Devil's Game in the first ritual creepypastas list. It's number 3. So we're not responsible for eternal damnation.
Right. Send us the found footage video though. We'll feature it.
This channel is not liable for death, dismemberment, or being cursed.
I tried to summon the devil once. He got scared of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he tried to summon the devil once. It turned out he was emailing me.
Yeah.
What have we got here? Question about your horror gaming list. Since you're splitting horror games into themes, does that make it easier for you guys rather than adding them in a freeware or indie list? Well, I think the thing is that if we try and do freeware or indie list, it gets very, very bloated.
Yeah, there's so many.
We end up with like 80, 90, 100, because there's so many of them out there. And it's just like we would be, not only would it take us forever to make the video, but the video would likely be like a couple of hours long. And it's just like we want to get the content out in halfway decent time, because otherwise we'll be spending months just making a video.
Yeah.
I distinctly remember like the Tass's pinned comment for the freeware horror indie games list. The first one, she mentioned like some of the crew members had like finals going on. Somebody got sick.
Yeah.
Everybody was like snipping pissy at each other.
Mm-hmm.
So I can only imagine how the production for that video went.
If you summon Solus, will he steal your soul or just hang out with you? Or
Raid your fridge.
He'll raid your fridge and steal all your Funyuns.
What's the ritual to summon Watch to my house? See above.
Right. Headcanon. Watch's favorite food is Funyuns.
Did a horror game ever make you guys scream in fright and or fear?
Yes.
Yeah, I've got a bit of a funny story with that one as well, which was there was an indie game that I played. It's on my channel as well, and I was so scared when I was playing it that I actually had to stop at one point because it was just too much.
2 games come to mind for me. One of them became one of my favorite games of all time.
Which one was that?
Oh, I'll play it. And this is one of my ultimate gameplay videos. So yeah.
Seneca Crane 12 is asking if any of you tried the Man in the Fields ritual. Would you want to try it? And could you please post a video of you guys trying it? No, and no for me.
Right.
I don't have fields. It's all just streets and my neighbor.
I'm one of those people who's like, I don't necessarily believe or disbelieve. I condemn criminal origins. I don't necessarily believe or disbelieve like that these rituals can work, but I'm also not dumb enough to like to put my life on the line for it.
I'm not gonna F around and find out.
Going back to the previous question. Normally there's very little horror games that scare me, because I'm usually the one that does the scaring.
Oh.
Now that's just what happens when I enter the room.
The other game was Amnesia.
Amnesia, Condemned Criminal Origins. One of my favorite games of all time.
Amnesia, Criminal Origins.
All of them. I love those games.
But the other game was Amnesia.
Yes.
That game, I got so scared of that game because I ended up trying to find cheats, and I ended up hacking the game for Amnesia. That I went to the coding files and I was messing about with the coding files that you can run faster, and I put the speed up to 10. So I ran so fast when I saw the grunt, I actually phased through the wall and fell off the map. So I was like, okay, let's not change the parameters to 10. Let's go put it to like 3. Because I feel like the enemies, like the grunts and the brutes, were a lot faster than you, and I didn't like that. So, and yeah. I still never beat it. I got to the part where you had to put the cranks in, and I think I didn't know what to do after that. No, after the cranks, it was like making a potion, I think. And I got to that. So.
I guess you were scared to crank out content.
Ooh,
Yeah.
No.
Uh-huh.
how dare you?
Do you remember, like, speaking of Tats, like, being scared so hard she ran her avatar out of the thing. Do any of you remember the Nickelodeon
terrified
game
of
show
horror
Legends
games.
of the Hidden Temple?
Yeah.
Yes, I watched that shit growing up.
Yeah. Well, there was one segment. Of course, those of you who don't know, it's a like the final team, they have to run through a temple, get the little MacGuffin or whatever. But you have like a trio of spotters who are dressed up in Mayan, Aztec, First Nations garb or something to like scare the crap out of you. One of the kids was like on the bottom level, like in one of the rooms. The temple guard popped out, and the kid jumped over the foam column barrier. Of course, that burned the temple run over. But the guard, the spotter in the garb was just standing there like, "Come back! I'm not gonna hurt you." It's on YouTube somewhere.
Oh God.
Condemned a machine for pigs. Yeah.
Trying to think what other games.
Ah, yes.
So I make horror content videos, but I'm terrified of horror games.
Yeah, I have to drag Tats to play horror games with us
I
sometimes.
get scared in VR chat playing horror games. Like
You turn on the flashlight. I'm like, no, you got to use the weak one. It's not. It's scarier that way.
I can't do horror games. I really can't. I have to play even Phasmophobia. I was terrified of playing that game. I cannot
Oh,
play
you
the
got
game
good.
single
Now you're a
player.
seasoned veteran.
Yeah, I cannot play. I can't even do single player. Like I'd have to put it on so they can't hunt. I can't play that game. So.
Oh yeah, speaking of Phasmophobia, you remember the Easter egg with like the door ghost and how
Yep.
Azul got jump scared so bad.
Yeah.
Yes, I know, because I was the one who got him to do it. Like, because you can't do it anymore. But there was a slightly open door in the lobby area, and if you walked up to it, a ghost popped up, and it made like a loud sort of noise. And I recorded it, and then I got Azul to walk up to it because he hadn't encountered it before. He encountered it, and I wasn't cool with him, and it was basically, I think the best way to describe it was I think I got cussed out a little bit. It was hilarious.
Yep.
This game scared me too.
I use the Quest 3.
Oh, Exit 8.
Yeah.
For that. That's it.
Well, I thank you, Jeff, for getting me this game. Thank you, Jeff. But yeah, this game
You're
scared
welcome.
me. It's one of those anomaly games. You go down the same corridor each time, and you have to spot the difference. If there's something out of the ordinary, you just have to turn back. But if you don't find anything, you just carry on going forward.
Sorry, Sebek5245 asks, do you remember your video where Discord interviewed Fluttershy? It's part 1 in the title, but I assume the series is discontinued. Could you tell us about the reasons for canceling it?
Yeah. I have all the lines for it, and I have like both for Mongooses and Mohunt. That was her name. She was the one that did the voice for Fluttershy. The reason it was cancelled was because it generally got so much hate at that time. This was during the time when the whole MLP and Brony fandom was getting a lot of hate and flagged for terrorism, that sort of stuff, cyberbullying. I didn't want to make another video just to annoy people. Like, if part 2 was released right after part 1, I'm pretty sure people would get unhappy. And then it dragged on, and it took so long to even make part 1 that I just didn't bother making a part 2. I guess it just fell away in the end. But I had all the lines and everything, that was the thing. So, I don't know if I still have them though, because that was on my old hard drive, and I think it might have corrupted. But I know I remember keeping them, so I may still have them, the old files, but yeah, it's kind of upsetting.
It would be a shame if they lost the time.
Yeah.
I mean,
Lost media.
yeah, it'd become a lost media story. Tats Top Videos lost media.
Yep. Top 10. Tats top videos. Lost media.
God, now it's starting to sound like Watch Mojo. Top 10
Oh.
Watch Mojo videos.
Here we go. Let's go.
Top Souls-like games. I mean, possibly. There's, as far as I know, there aren't that many.
We feature a lot of Souls-like games in our list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just need like the two people standing in the middle of the hallway, like the twins in The Shining.
Come play with
us,
us
Tatsuki.
No.
forever and ever and ever. Stop Video Iceberg. That's something I never really thought about.
No, someone actually did make that. Actually, Lunar Lord made one for me. It was on Reddit, I think.
Ah,
Really?
Yeah.
oh, fascinating. I didn't know someone had done that.
My favorite horror movie, Cabin in the Woods and 13 Ghosts. Just really like those movies because Cabin in the Woods is reminds me a lot of SCP Foundation, and what was the other one? 13 Ghosts was the first horror movie I watched, and I really like how each ghost had its own backstory. That was really cool.
The twins are so Solace and Mean Shao, says Green.
I have a favorite horror movie, I suppose. I mean, I haven't watched many horror movies. Probably the one that sticks out to me most is, ironically enough, The Shining.
I just saw that message pop up on screen for a split second. Dr. Yagged Cobra just subscribed.
Thank you.
Ooh.
Thanks for subscribing.
Nice.
Thank you for the sub.
In terms of horror movies, I don't. This is weird to me because I don't really watch horror movies, even though I consume quite a bit of true crime like stuff on like the Oxygen channel. I have watched Crimson Peak. I got to go see that in the theaters for a Lolia Fashion meetup. The other one I know of off the top of my head was Thirst, which is a Korean horror movie. Has a horror game ever made you pee your pants? Asks Seneca.
No.
No, hard no.
No.
I don't really, like horror games. Don't really scare me too much, and the only way it does is if I play it in VR, because at least it's like really in my face. Because I don't know, I've just been playing horror games my whole life, and you kind of get used to the tropes, and like you're expecting a jump scare at any second. So like I have to use a VR headset.
Thing is, the more you engage in horror, the more desensitized you get to it, the more used to it you get to it.
Yeah, that doesn't mean that I don't appreciate them. I still love horror games. They don't have to scare me for me to enjoy them.
Yeah. Or even just like with the research for the RPG music games list, there are a couple like I've had to listen to them. I've listened to them a couple times. Like, can I glean any more information from them? And
Don't know.
some of them have been some of them they've kind of lost the initial impact, but there's still a couple. But I could still appreciate like, geez, this would be unsettling as hell.
Yeah.
We
have
got
a donation there. Can you please do a live scary VR game?
I don't have a VR headset, unfortunately. But thank you for the donation. When I get a VR headset, maybe.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe some of these donos will go towards a headset.
Can you imagine playing Backrooms VHS? I mean, this game, unfortunately, I don't think this game is around anymore. But imagine playing Backrooms VHS and VR headset sales.
We upload a new SCP countdown list. Oh, funny story.
Yeah. We got a lot planned, actually. I'm not sure which the next SCP list is going to be, because there's a lot of them. Like, I don't know whether it be toy SCPs or clothing SCPs or pet SCPs.
This coming Halloween.
Actually, no. Do you know what's planned for the Halloween one? Well, me and Luna suggested that we might do the Scariest SCPs 1 remaster, because that video is it's the same. It's going to be the same like listening, but it's going to have the narration's going to be as it would expect from the normal like list countdowns. Instead of it being like a review like we had before, it was Glitch was the person who did the script before. They wrote it as how their own personal experiences and why it was scary. We stick to the same formula we did for the other SCP lists, but update everything so it's better animation, you know, better sound and everything, more with the lore. Because the original SCP video, I didn't know anything about SCPs, and I animated it how I thought that's what the SCP looked and acted like. So you see SCP-106 in that video acting like one of those goddamn spiders in a nest, being really fast, even though it doesn't do that. Yeah, so we're planning on for Halloween to do a remaster of that entire list. So that'd be pretty cool.
I'm definitely game for it.
Okay.
Especially since with we now have ranking.
Yeah.
Vesno types top dinosaur games. I can already answer number 1 for that. And it's
Yeah.
Ark.
It's Lego Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Here's one I'm a little bit curious about, which is, do you feel satisfied with the fandom you guys have gathered, or do you wish some things were different? I mean,
I'm
honestly,
happy with the fandom we have, yeah. They
right, yeah.
couldn't ask for
Right.
better fans.
Yeah, you all are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you're the guys that have been supporting us,
Some of the
and
nicest fans we've ever met.
yeah, and some of the fans end up becoming team members. So,
Mhm.
like, honestly, just basically just keep doing what you're doing. Like,
Yeah.
you don't need to change. Just keep being yourself.
If I could
Which
hug
is an
all-
achievement,
each and every
isn't
one
it?
of you, I would.
Yeah, 'cause it's like it's really easy for a fandom to get really toxic, and especially in like some other stuff we go into, like general gaming and horror and stuff like that. But this fandom in this community has stood the test of time, and it's astounding. And so
I
it's
know.
like we appreciate that every single time, especially when we upload a video and it further cements like, oh, look at how awesome this community is. Every time we upload in it, we get reminded like even more so.
Ooh,
Nice.
Cryo suggested top 10 obscure mythological creatures. The Yaramayahu and the Manangal are 2 that would be on the list immediately if I had to make it. Oh, and the Nukalavi. I apologize if I screwed up the pronunciation.
Yeah,
Oh.
don't try and say those when you're drunk.
Okay, so a little behind the scenes thing with narrators is pronunciation of some of these words like monsters and SCP like phrases and stuff like that. Like you have no idea how long some narrator it takes sometimes to find, like we have to look in the most obscure corners sometimes for
Especially
words
with, like-
that are
And especially with like the virus SCPs list, like sometimes, like some of the disease names, like
yeah, those are the worst ones for narrators like myself, where I have to spend maybe like 20-30 minutes going through medical journals and like other places, and sometimes they don't even say the name of it, and so it's just going through the internet trying to find how this is pronounced so I don't make a jerk out of myself.
I think there
At
was
least not
like
as much.
it was the I think the one that tripped me up the most was like SCP-16, the self-evolving disease, where it was like there was mentioning some chemical they kept like the cultures in. That one tripped, like orthophthalealdehyde something or other.
Yeah, exactly.
that tripped me up initially. Yet SCP-1121 with like the skin, the disease that makes you scratch your skin off. I was able to pronounce the disease that was kind of originated on. I was able to get that.
Yeah, that's just something that people don't really take into, not so much take into consideration, but it's just something no one really thinks about, because it's just that you don't really think about it until it happens to you.
Yeah.
And you look at the script and you're reading and you just stop dead in your tracks like, oh,
How do I say this?
Yeah,
To
and
YouTube.
somebody also mentioned for the variably useful flute SCP, like instead of like an IV drip, I called it a 4 drip, and I did admit in the comments that I didn't catch that in the initial recording. My bad.
Yeah, we have most of these. Yeah, for the SCP stuff.
Rodin asks questions. Any food in the bad food list make you regret doing that list?
Oh, food. You can eat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, there are regrets in there. Especially considering at least one of them is eating poop.
Oh, when
I
we
think
do drink beverages,
Giant
you don't want
Toe
to
was one
consume.
of them.
Yeah.
That'd be the next one.
It's one of those ones where I'd say, like, when you're going through the research or the recording of it, like, make sure you've had your lunch first, because you do get some really interesting moments in that.
Pinky Winky asked, is there going to be a top terrifying yokai from Japanese folklore in the future?
I don't know, because it means we'll be using other people's content. I try not to strive into like using, because we did do the British Oz one and that got claimed, and it took like months, if not a year, to get it like unclaimed again. So,
SCP-23? Who's that?
What?
Oh, you showed footage from like SCP-23. It was like, who the hell is that?
Yeah. Over the gross food.
That one. Yeah.
Someone almost threw up while reading the description.
Oh.
No, which one?
It was Kiki. I was reading it out loud and we were editing, because I did the script for that one. It was like slight improv, but I wrote it down so I can deliver it properly.
I know which one it is.
I could hear the gagging behind me. And so I was like, oh, well, that works. So that's how I knew we're doing a good job. It was the giant's toe.
Yeah, the giant's toe.
Oh, God, yeah.
Because I was like, oh, yeah, think of all, like, the cheese and stuff under the toenail and all that stuff. Like, I was getting, like, really visceral with it. And I just heard the gagging. And I had to go to the restroom.
Sweet Echo, for your guys' opinion, who's the weirdest out of all the crew?
Well, we all have our
definition
quirks.
of weird.
Yeah.
We all have our quirks. And I don't think it would be fair to out any one particular person.
Don't worry, I will.
I'm
just kidding.
What's your favorite SCP to interview?
I don't know. I mean, this one's a kind of a cheap one, but it would like 035 definitely. that was to be expected. I'm sorry I don't have a more interesting answer. If I had to choose another one, other than that, that's a tough one. I would have to go with the camera, honestly, which is like not an interview, but it's like my favorite sedition for a multitude of reasons. But let me think. Interview. I would say 079.
Okay.
I think 079 was like my favorite one.
You heard it here first, folks. Watch enjoyed interviewing 079.
So wait, you didn't enjoy interviewing me, Walt?
I won't go into the reasons why that one didn't make the list. It has something to do with developmental hell, of like actually like making the video. It was very tumultuous, and
Okay.
we'll get another shot.
It was so sad the way you said that.
Okay.
I'll just go back to the corner now. Oh, we got a dono.
Oh, thank you, Ghost of Death.
Ghost of Death. Thank you.
Santa and Doggy.
Thank you for that kind donation.
Yeah, thank you everyone who's been giving donos for this stream. Oh God, I've just seen a question there. Would you
lol.
Would you ever do another top 100 worst video games?
Yeah, but
video?
we are, but it's going to be categorized. Because
Yes,
it's too big of a list. It was most of them were all over the place when we first done it. And originally, the top 100 worst video games was actually going to be the last video we were ever going to make on the team. This was way before any of you guys on the team were here. But back in 2012, we were actually it was just me, Kenshin, 60, and that was going to be the last video we were going to make. And then we were going to just go part ways. But because that video got so much popularity, we just decided to carry on in the end. So, but this time we'll be doing top 100 worst games, or just top worst games in fighting games, platforming games, racing games, that sort of thing.
Is Tat Scottish? No, she's
No.
British.
Take care, Amy boy. I'm not Scottish, no.
No, Tats is like me. She is British.
Half British.
Yeah.
Don't make your sister cry, Solace. 60. Watch the Love 53 in a familial sense.
I mean, going off of what we've already seen, it's more than likely. I mean, look at the newest edition episode and everything. It's like very endearing.
Yay!
We're just getting like it's just watch works for Tat Stop videos now.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
it's because it's one of the few roles where I use like semi my natural voice. I do have to hire his voice, like pitch my or like use a higher register, but not by much. But his is the closest to like my natural voice.
Yeah, like my... Yeah, like the voice I have for SCP-53,
It is a bit of a higher register than mine. But I've also
yeah, can't speak English all of a sudden.
The words are in there.
I know.
but I remember when I was recording, I was doing an impression of the original SCP-53 edition, and I was actually cuddling a stuffed animal so I could get in the headspace for it.
But of course, Tats, I think she pitched my voice up a little higher in
did,
post so that
yeah.
it was consistent with Katie, the original voice actress who has since jumped ship.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
then-
a transition
may-
period.
Mm.
I may
Yeah.
have posted something in the chat.
I saw it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Oh, the dimensional
Oh.
slide. That one, the audio tape for that one was really good.
Can you please say who left all this rubbish on the question mark?
Oops.
And then a little bit later it says ground.
Who left all this
Who left
rubbish
all-
on the ground?
I
I didn't get it.
yeah, there might be a reference there that I'm not getting.
Oops. So, well, this was what we had kind of in mind for like sedition going forward, is less being stuck in a single room and asking questions. And yes, that can still come back, or it will, if we were, really gonna be circling back. But we're thinking of doing like more, like we said, expeditions. So we'd have more footage like this, you see, and like
sorry.
really getting to see SCPs in a more engaging format than like being in the same room the whole time. We wanted to go outside, pretty much go touch grass, essentially. The
We have
series
a-
needed to touch grass.
We have a question from Seneca Crane 12.
Yeah.
Can you guys do a list of the best video games ever?
It'd be kind of
Uh,
difficult to do because it's gonna be kind
yeah.
of biased.
That
Well,
would be-
Plus, by
We'd
the
run
time-
into the problem of it's very subjective, and I just know that whatever we say, people are going to lose their shit over it because their favorite game is not on top of the list or not on the list or whatever. It's like, and again, it's very subjective. Like what I like is not the same as what other people would like. Right? It's much more difficult to do a best games than a worst games because there are games that are just mechanically bad.
Yeah,
I can
universally
remember-
disliked.
they hate the disappointing games list. I remember that ignited a firestorm of controversy because some people automatically saying,
you think that these games are crappy? Screw you, blah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we had something similar on the hardest bosses list, where people complained about like, oh, this boss isn't hard, or why wasn't this one on there? I'm sitting there thinking, it's like,
that one.
it's just a top list, like just
Okay,
let
so
it
like,
go.
when it comes to the word top list, I guess it's not really elaborated, but a lot of these top lists are pertain to like our opinions or like on our personal experiences.
mm-hmm.
I mean, that's not all the time, but that should be kind of taken into account when you're like thinking of or like watching a video. It's like, oh well, this is kind of like their own opinions and experiences.
Mm.
Because I'm sure this isn't like the top something, and maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but it's like a lot of these are from our personal experiences.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because it's like Tat's top videos, meaning it's You know, it's like Tats is
Yeah.
top this.
What if we put Gatling guns on 682? Lol.
We've got a good one here for you, Tats. What do you guys think of the Fear series as a whole? Well, this is your jam.
Yeah. Well, first I'm gonna reply to Creo. Who says, has the SCP Wiki acknowledged the videos? Yes, but they don't think it's canon. They just think Watch is some canon character, not even canon, just a fandom character that we invented, and it's not technically
intentional.
supposed to be. Yeah, it wasn't supposed to be related. They don't want it to be officially part of the real canon version of the SCP. So I think one or two people know from the wiki, but that's about it. We're not that well known in the wiki. We're not like the Vulgar.
I do remember some roleplay commenter was like, they were posing as one of the doctors, like, how the heck are the files getting out to the public like this?
Yeah, I remember seeing it. But what do I think of the Fear games? Yes, I feel like the first 3 Fear games were good, and I'm talking about Fear Extraction Point, and Fear Perseus Mandate. Fear 2 is okay, but it's not really that scary, and Fear 3, I don't want to talk about that. Actually, there's more Fear games, so I'm going to quickly show you what I mean. My favorite Fear game is Perseus Mandate. That's always been my favorite Fear game, but did you know there was actually more Fear games that you probably never heard of before? I'm going to show you what I mean. Here.
Ooh. It's learning with Tats Top videos.
Mm-hmm.
DM Bray says, hey, I've just finished my stream, so saying hi.
Hello.
What's up?
Oh, hey there, bro.
Good to see you.
Mm-hmm. I did enjoy Fear 3's co-op. That was I played probably like a dozen playthroughs with different friends.
Yeah.
Tommy Trainer, what happened to the old crew members like that Creepy Green and Kenshin? Kenshin, we mentioned earlier, he got busy with his own life. Tats has spoken with him recently. He is doing okay. That Creepy Reading, I think
they're still with us, but they're busy with
they're doing their own
and
thing.
stuff and doing their own thing.
Yeah.
They've got their own channel, but they do hang out with us in the team server at times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember some of the other older narrators. Like I remember Carrot and then Let's Read were narrate a couple videos. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, I think Carrot. Last time I heard of Carrot was that they ended up going to university, and they did the voice for the original Ask SCP-079 question, which was all done in 3ds Max, and they were the voice of the scientist asking the questions, and then their voice was also used in the annoying customers in retail. No, that was them also in that too. They narrated that one. So did 343 knowingly mention 682 in the first edition, and forget in the second? Well, in the lore, 343 doesn't know 682. It doesn't know it exists. Actually, was that a problem? I don't remember in this edition. It was such a long time ago we did that.
Right. I wouldn't doubt if there was some kind of a error, but maybe not. I have no idea. Again, it's been so long.
Yeah. Oh yeah, another narrator I remember was Burger.
Burgle.
Yeah.
One of Kenshin's buddies, apparently.
Yeah.
His name is still listed as the narrator, but I have not heard.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no idea what the heck he's up to these days.
I have no idea either.
Well, that happens a lot. You're free to come and go sometimes.
Let me get another video up. Give me a second.
Looks like we've got a fair few people join the Discord.
Yeah, that's cool.
Well, welcome, guys. If you're joining the server.
Let me get back to alright, professional. She lied. Okay.
Marcus asks, can I DM someone from the team some lore ideas I have for a lore I want to create? I really don't know what to do with it. I want advice for writing or things to flesh out, etc. I think we have a writing channel in the fan server. You could yes. drop your suggestions for advice.
Yeah, right. You can drop stuff in there and then see what people make of it. I wouldn't recommend DMing someone out of the blue. with that kind of stuff. But I mean, you can ask people if you want to. Just don't drop it on them. What's this? Might be a controversial question, but are there any widely disliked games that you guys enjoy and play?
Yes. I actually love Duke Nukem Forever. A lot of people think I'm an idiot for doing it, but I like that game. I'm a big Duke Nukem fan, and I've played a lot of Duke Nukem games, and I know what they had to deal with in that game, so I still like it because there's a lot of attention to detail and things you don't really notice in that game when you play it. I mean, yeah, you can only carry 3 weapons at once, and the jokes are kind of lame, but I still like Duke Nukem Forever. So, and I like Hatred.
You also seem to enjoy Resident Evil 6.
I like Resident Evil 6 too. Yeah. Yes.
Dead Island.
Dead Island, yeah. Doom 3. A lot of people didn't like Doom 3.
Doom 3 is good.
I know,
Doom
but
3.
some people didn't like Doom 3.
Anthony Estrada asks, would you guys ever have special guest speakers like Wendigoon, Tuv, Nexpo, or Nightmare?
I did speak with Wendigoon. I messaged him. I didn't say to have him as like I didn't want to like have him as a guest, but I did talk to him and I spoke to him on Discord. But literally, it was just like, can I like chill and be friends with you? And he's like, yeah, okay. And I had to think I messaged him on Twitter about it, and then I tried being friends with him on Discord, but he just never accepted my friend request. But I still like his stuff. The content he puts out is awesome. But...
Yeah, I subscribed to Wendigoon. I found him for the Disturbing Movies Iceberg. I remember Blame It on Jorge narrated for a couple videos, like the scary video game
Blame It on
enemies.
Jorge did. I narrated on one of his videos. I think it was the strangest Japanese games, I think. And Blame It on Jorge, I think, helped narrate the freeware horror indie games. I may be wrong on that.
No, he did not. It was Kenshin, Mongoose, Tinker, and there was one other guy whose name is escaping me. But Blame It on Jorge, I remember he did some entries for the freeware horror indie games 2 list.
Okay.
And I think the initial like scary rooms list, I think Mr. Creepypasta actually narrated a couple of entries. And then we had Creeps McPasta before
that
stuff was revealed about him.
Yeah. Yeah, we won't go into that one. I've just seen a couple of mentions about Doom 3 regarding like dislike games and things like that. Now the thing is with Doom 3 is a magnificent horror game. It is not a magnificent Doom game. And what I say about that is Doom game is running around at the speed of sound with a BFG on both testicles.
Yeah.
Right, that's a Doom game. Doom 3 is closer to a survival horror game. It's like genuine horror in that one, rather than running around like chainsawing the legs off people. Like, it's a different kind of experience that is not associated with what a Doom experience is. It's a good game. It's just not what I would call a good Doom game. I mean, personally, I loved it, but I wouldn't say it was a Doom game. I would say it was a horror game based on Doom.
Yeah.
Somebody also mentioned Cat Icarus was also a narrator for you briefly, like for the annoying video game enemies list.
Yes, Cat Icarus was. They're cool and so on. I mean, I haven't spoken to them in a long time, but they last time I asked them how they were doing, they didn't really reply back to me, so I haven't spoken to them in years. So
We're probably a busy bee.
Yeah.
And then I remember there was another one who had like the funny video game glitches. Dominic Noble from he does the series Often adaptation. That was a bit of a surprise because in real life I'm one of the mods for another Discord server. It's the one I'm the most active on. But we do. Dominic Noble, he's one of the YouTubers. We do like to say, hey, he's dropped a new video, go check it out. So yeah, he's definitely doing well. I think he dropped a video like doing a Lost in Adaptation video for 101 Dalmatians.
Okay.
Hoytman Productions, are Mongoose and Piper ever coming back? They're both busy bees in real life. Mongoose is a professional voice actor. Pfeiffer has a wife and 3 daughters, plus he's doing like sound editing for an indie game company. Pfeiffer was actually... I actually did approach Pfeiffer to be one of the narrators for the Ritual Creepypastas 2 list, but he couldn't do it in the end, so Imposter Snake and I had to take his entries for narration. I think the last video Pfeiffer was involved in was the Internet Creepypastas list.
Creo says that parrot, Jeff, is traumatized. Lol.
He certainly is.
Yeah, I am traumatized. I looked at myself in the mirror.
It's not that bad.
Poppy looks like she's a little bit blazed for the eyes.
You've never
Well-
seen Evie before. That's why, Mincha.
What is this thing? It looks like a fox, but it's not.
Ma!
Well, originally, before I decided to have watch, me and sort of said, what if we had a raven there? And I'm like, well, what is this? And, like, am I just talking to animals and dolls? Like, what is this? So we went with...
You're just
what-
crazy. You're talking to animals and inanimate objects. And...
It's a funny thing.
When you really
Yeah,
think
like-
about it, I mean, we are just voices in Tats's head.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Well, Tats, I think she has like a little condo in Tower Unite, like with all of us at a conference table. I think I'm represented as Eris from Final Fantasy VII. Because apparently, in terms of looks and personality, I resemble her the most.
And
yes,
I'm like Tifa. So...
yes, I agree with both of these statements.
And then, like, Jeff, I think, is represented as Sid the Sloth from the Ice Age series.
Solus is this, like, raven wearing, like, a beanie hat. Like, jamming. Yeah.
Can you guys do
Try.
Can you guys do a dark web creepypasta compilation?
Don't know.
I suppose. I mean, it might be a little bit tricky.
Wait, didn't we just do internet creepypastas?
That was like a couple of years ago. Like, that was from 2022.
I think it's just the nature of dark web creepypastas might be a little bit tricky to get footage for. Well, I say get footage, but to actually like have some kind of footage that goes with it. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't hold your breath for it, but I'm not going to say no. We are not doing it.
Old narrators included Kate and Byrne too. What about them? Says Skyther. Katie, I know, jumped ship for whatever reason.
Bang,
'Cause
she was streaming. The last time I heard, she was doing streams and stuff, and she was more doing that on Twitch. So, yeah.
Okay.
And what video software do I use? Source Filmmaker for animation. These are these posters and thumbnails. I use Source Filmmaker for Sony Vegas for video editing, and also for doing music and sound effects. I always use that. In the future, I'll be using Blender for backrooms content. I used to use 3ds Max for doing some of the creating the SCPs, like SCP-1317, the Pestobot, and Helperbot, SCP-1506, I think that is. And a few other SCPs I created using 3ds Max. Unfortunately, I cannot use that program anymore because it does not work on Windows 10. It only works on Windows 7. And so all the stuff I did on those cities and stuff that I made the video, that doesn't work anymore either. I can't get the program to work. So it kind of sucks. So I can't do any of the city stuff anymore. So.
You guys did analog horror before it was mainstream, claims Pointman Productions.
Maybe. Top 10
For
best
real,
dogs
top
in
15
games.
ritual pastas, legit analog horror.
Ren says top 10 best dogs in games. Yes, that is planned, but not best dogs. We're doing dog companions in games, and we do have a whole genre of different companions, in like robot companions, frog companions, cat companions, bird companions, alien companions. So, and we are doing like dog bosses in games too. So there's that as well. Yeah.
Do a favorite Fallout compilation.
Never played Fallout. Sorry.
I've actually been getting back into playing Fallout 4 lately. Been trying to get a bunch of achievements in that. I I don't know if we'd probably do a favorite Fallout compilation. Depends.
Fallout does show up in the videos a lot though, on like
Yeah.
the lists. I think like gross food and stuff like that with the bloat fly meat.
Well, I think the gross food in that was
It was some others.
it was your own toe.
Yeah.
Mutato, alien squid, and worm foods.
Yeah. I think
I
we
still
had
love-
bloatfly there, but we had to pick one or the other.
Yeah.
But
I think there was
just
a
remember,
point where we looked it up and we're like, which one's grosser?
Yeah.
Meat.
I just remember the delivery I did for the alien squid and worm foods. It's like, yeah, you can't sanitize it because it's clean to begin with. I just did the yay.
Yeah. It's clean. It's just disgusting.
I just
Will
love
there?
the delivery I did for that one.
Just to reiterate, regarding the merch thing for Drop Dead 77, there kind of is merch at the moment. It's just that the Teespring store has kind of been left to rot a little bit.
Yeah, and they've
But, I
put
mean,
the
if there's-
prices up. We didn't do anything about the prices. They've put the prices up to consider, and we can't change it. Like, I'm trying to figure a way to change the prices on them. I don't know why they're so expensive, but we might look into an alternative in the future for merchandise.
If there's enough interest in merch, then we'll put some time into like getting a proper store sorted out. Because there was a lot of people that had shown interest in it.
Yeah.
But I mean, if interest grows, then we'll give it a bash.
Yeah.
Devicer
Yeah,
says,
go ahead.
OMG, for almost a decade to be able to ask you directly, can you please re-upload or make public the video of top 80 scary horror video games 3-part video? This is my most favorite.
I think I still have it. But I don't know where to upload it to. Unless I send it to one of you guys in the team to upload it, I don't know.
We just do what we did with some of the other ones, and just because you sent a few to my channel,
I did.
and then I just and they're unlisted on there, so patrons can go and find them.
Yeah, I thought like some of the older discontinued videos were like made as Patreon rewards.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think the last time I remembered it was a few discontinued or removed videos were put onto my channel, but they were put into a separate playlist, and then that playlist is made available to patrons. So, yeah. It's something we could certainly look into a little bit more again if interest is enough.
Yeah, like
Yes.
a throwback Thursday kind of thing.
Can anyone narrate as a guest narrator? Probably not, and there's a couple of reasons for that. One,
Well,
one we're full of narrators as is, so we're not hiring narrators. And as far as guest narrators go, the thing is, we need to be sure of the quality of the equipment and the narration that's being done. So we don't necessarily want to bring in random people without checking if they can actually do it. Not to say that people can't do narration, but it's also the quality of the audio that goes into it. I mean, the only narration I've ever done was on just one video outside of the NES flashback video, and that was this edition for the Light of Knowledge. And I am not a voice actor. Like,
You did a great job.
I was just doing it.
There's a small chance I can, if there's a certain type of listing, or maybe like I happen to know somebody who voiced the character that's in the listing, there's a chance that I can maybe get them on board.
I would say
one.
in general, we don't generally bring in guest narrators unless there is a specific need, at which point we will reach out to people rather than like have a list of people like in the wings. Because like I say, we have a lot of narrators already to the point where we've closed the recruitment for narrators. Because it seems everybody wants to be a narrator, apparently.
Yeah. It's very glamorous.
Yes.
Everyone wants to be one.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I think I was like the most recent narrator to join the team.
Just like, no one wants to be a gameplay recorder, apparently.
Yes, I'm a fan of the Manhunt games.
Yeah, me too. What's Tats Illy mean?
I love
Tats, ILY, I love you.
Oh, okay, thank you.
April Fool's idea, top 10 toes.
Giant's toe.
Giant's toe. We already did one.
Oh, God. New meme that Solos is husbando material because of his voice. I think we're getting
there were memes all over the place in like 2018. Well, I mean, it wasn't just voice; it was just random stuff that people would draw of me.
Getting a dedicated Solace fan base at this point.
So maybe have like fan art laying around of just really, really memed pictures of me.
I could just imagine if we had like a panel at like a convention, and then there's just a line for Tats, a line for Solace, and then just everyone else is just no one's there.
Oh.
I mean, there might be a line for me. I don't know.
Yeah,
This comes with time.
Honestly, quite possibly, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Folks, in case you're wondering, Solace is single.
Oh God, that's gonna set things off.
So am I.
Yay, says Marcus.
What do we got here?
The floodgates have been opened.
So, would be interested in becoming a gameplay recorder? Well, you can join the Discord server and
we have a
and
link there.
apply. Like the applications are open.
Yeah.
You just go through my trials 3, and I'll see if you're up to it. How do you guys research or choose what creepypastas to make into the videos? Generally, what we do is we pull the list together first. So basically, just based on what people suggest. If we need to populate the list even more, then we go looking for stuff. And then when we do the research, we generally just get people to read the creepypasta itself and make some notes on it.
Yeah.
And then those notes go into assisting the script writers in making the scripts. The script writers make the scripts. And Tats does her magnificently glorious job of pulling footage and putting the scripts in there with it, and then does all the transitions and all that, and all the audio, and then bish bash bosh, we have a video.
Here in GC, other than narrators, what aspects of your videos do you outsource to other people? Game recording and script writing.
Yes.
We also do like Azul also introduced ranking. Like we usually gather around. Tats will play the finished clips, and then we'll have a discussion. We rank it by whatever categories we got.
Yeah, I mean, technically we don't outsource it because we do it all in house. We're all part of the same team, but we do have separate departments. Like we have gameplay recording, scripting, research, which is also ranking, narration, and then just sort of like some support stuff that goes on.
Yeah, so I guess the short answer is no, we don't outsource unless it's a really rare instance where like this singular person is the only person that has the game. But we don't have a lot of those situations. A lot of times we have the games.
It's either a case of we either have the game or I will emulate it.
Yeah. Blacken's the nuclear option.
Yeah. Interesting. The fact that 2 people here are asking the same question. Do you guys plan to retire from this channel? Well, I mean, I suppose one day, but there's no immediate plans for it.
I just want to entertain people, and I'll do that until I die. I just want people to go and once I said it before, if we bring a smile on your face and you enjoy our content, if you get scared by our content, if you feel emotion for a certain content list we do, and generally if you just had a good time, that's all that matters to me. And I'd keep doing that and bringing joy to you.
We do have a lot of fun making a lot of this content, but one of the things We all love you, Tats.
Thank you.
And the thing
My
is
place doesn't
that
help either.
we all still love you, Tats.
We appreciate that.
I think the main thing is that we enjoy making the content, and just when we get to see some of the comments that come through where people like choose to come to the videos and they say like just like some really nice things about our videos and actually interact in positive ways, like that's the driving force for making more videos. Like we love to entertain you guys, and we love that you guys like come here and enjoy this stuff. It's like the people here now in the stream who are coming here and engaging with us. Like we love the fact that we get to do this kind of thing.
Exactly.
Mount Gaming Roblox says, have you guys thought of making a video similar to Japanese creepypastas? Something similar but for different places around the world, like Europe or Africa?
It was planned, like we were gonna do like Mexican and Chinese, but that we're thinking about it, but that's generally just going into like urban legends. Because the last one we did for Japanese creepypastas was mainly not really creepypastas; they were urban legends.
Yeah, like a bunch of different yokai.
And then getting like claimed by literal Japanese companies because we covered their content was not cool either. They did not like that we covered those demons and stuff. They tried to claim the video.
The anti-fun police were not very keen.
And I don't want the same thing happening with other countries if they plan to do the same thing.
You don't want to piss off the Vatican again.
I remember that video coming out like.
I do remember that.
I remember that video coming out like just as the world was going on pause because of the Rona.
Yeah.
The Backstreet Boys reunion tour.
Is that what you call it?
There was a YouTuber that, because you couldn't say the name of the thing because YouTube was
Weird.
Basically banning the name from being used. So there was a YouTuber team that referred to it as the Backstreet Boys reunion tour.
Oh.
I've heard it also being referred to as the human malware.
I don't know if you want to answer this one, Tats. What do you do to stay calm when a project is not going as planned?
I tend not to think about it. I just usually play a game, trying to talk to other team members about it, and then think of what I just. Because one thing, if you're a content creator, is don't do what I used to do and just keep studying the YouTube analytics, because that's just going to make you depressed. Okay, you can't if you're just going to keep looking at YouTube analytics all the time, your viewership, and if you are monetized, don't look at any of that. Just focus on what you do. But what I do is, one, don't look at YouTube analytics. Two, try and space yourself out. Do something else. In the meantime, take your mind off it. Talk to friends or talk to other people that are close to you. And just try and work on something else. Like think of, well, that was it. I tried. I know that's not worked out. I'll try something else and work on that. Or do what I do and hug my boots. But, yeah.
Well, at the end of the day, like if things start getting rough, then we generally just sort of talk with each other.
I'm sorry, Marcus is saying, imagine Solace has OnlyFans on the side.
It would be wholesome.
It's basically just your ex account, isn't it?
Watch me friggin' play a pet or like pet the neighborhood cats. You don't watch me feed the neighborhood cats.
Only furs.
Funny thing is, like the downtime for the common levels is I did when I was practicing like voiceover stuff. I did dabble in naughty scripts.
Fair enough.
I actually do have a separate Reddit account for the smut, but I'm not going to give it because I don't know how many minors are in the chat right now.
Yeah,
the thing is, if you go into voiceover, a lot of times nothing is sacred. You're gonna have to get,
Oh
get
yeah,
your
so,
hands dirty sometimes
yeah.
if you're willing to. Yeah.
XJ,
Most
why
of the
do
time,
people hate
not
your
really, but-
robot character?
What?
Because XJ's a jerk.
Oh.
We
Yeah.
covered that. XJ was supposed to do like be a magic 8-ball, and he was supposed to let everyone know when people were going to be live streaming or when Twitter posts were made, but he never did his job, and now he's confined to doing the warning countdown instead. So
Just for clarity, for people who don't know, XJ is the name of a bot that we had in the Discord that was supposed to automatically notify it, but it wasn't. It just wasn't working properly, and so it's become almost like an inside joke where XJ is just hated because they never did their job properly. So that's why they get. That's why they end up like having those really horrible moments at the start of videos.
he loves it
planned
really.
for when? Anything planned for when you guys reach 1 million subscribers? Asks Mount Gaming Roblox.
Yeah, we were thinking of. I was thinking of putting together. Like, I don't know really what else to do, but every single fail or glitch or just random fun times I've enjoyed with the team into one video.
Because we've had some real bangers.
What else to do. Yeah, I mean, I have all of these saved, but no one's really allowed to see it unless you're like, you are part of like the fan Discord. Sometimes I go into the fan Discord to talk, and I showcase some of the stuff that I've done, and I've showcased some of those glitches. And I do kind of I get a lot of that inspiration with the glitches and stuff from you guys heard of GameSprout. Yeah, I get it from, and I see that they add those little sound effects sometimes when a glitch happens, and I kind of like to recreate that in some of the glitches I've had. So yeah.
I remember like you had a videos like upcoming playing tats videos. Like I thought you mentioned like the best video game soundtracks was like 1 million as a possible 1 million subscriber special.
Which one? Sorry, I'm confused what you meant.
You had a video. There was an old video of yours. It was like playing tats list where you were talking about like videos you wanted to do in the future, like with the thumbnail and explanations, and people could leave suggestions in the comments.
Oh yeah.
You had mentioned like best video game soundtracks was possibly 1 million subscriber special.
Oh, I guess I did say that. I don't know how that's going to fly with music, but maybe. Yeah. Possibly.
Yeah.
Most of the soundtracks are nowadays. I mean, that was like during. To me, I feel like most of the soundtracks were during the 2000 era. They're really good soundtracks back then.
Yeah.
XJ extra jerky.
Jerky.
Or XJ extra juice.
What is my process for video creation?
Exhausting.
Yeah.
Besides that, here's an idea for Valentine's Day next year: sexiest horror characters.
Oh.
Well then.
Seductive enemies in games. That's planned.
Seductive enemies in games.
Seductive armors in games. Seductive outfits in games. So yeah.
Yeah.
There's plenty of options.
It's just a matter of picking your poison.
I guess.
I doubt SCP-811 is going to be sexiest seductive horror character.
We'll just have that character from Battletoads that's basically tats.
Oh, you mean Dark Queen?
The Dark
That
Queen.
is
Yeah.
that is me though. Seriously.
Yeah.
I might not have the voice for it, but I have the body of it. I wish.
You look absolutely glorious, tats.
No.
You got nothing to worry about.
No. I don't sound like it, but hate the voice.
You have nothing to worry about.
Hate the voice.
Okay, so we have a question from Mr. Gameplayer. What games do you like to What games do you guys like to live stream?
I've never live streamed
really.
a game. I'm guessing I would like to live stream a game, but if it would be me, I would live stream Condemned because it's one of my favorite games.
Yeah. We did Phasmophobia for like a couple months
That was fun.
on
wasn't it?
Twitch.
F
Yeah. F for Jeff.
Let's see,
I mean,
top 10 sexiest tats employees.
oh, well, I'm bottom of that list.
No.
You
XJ.
wish, Blacken. I'm at the bottom of that list.
We'll fight for the bottom of the
It's-
list.
Oh yeah, Bracelet EDF. Yeah, we did play that, didn't we, Sinners?
Yeah, we have
Yeah,
played it.
EDF. I think a good one would be Deep Rock Galactic.
Yeah, we've played that a couple times. I mean, sometimes when we do the when we drop into the fan server, like sometimes one of us will be like streaming a game or something. Usually, in my case, it's whatever I've been playing at the time. Or sometimes like if I'm preparing to do like a video, I'll stream that. If it's like some really weird, obscure games, like that bloody McDonald's game, Jesus, or
Well,
the
yeah.
town with no name.
Well, if we
Town with
get
no
a
name.
VR headset, then we could like do a meetup on VR chat.
Yeah, we can do
And then
VR
it-
chat horror maps.
Yeah.
Have
And-
any of the tats crew played Fear and Hunger?
Funny you should
have
mention
not.
that.
Yeah,
Funny you should mention that.
Yeah.
I'm well aware of what Fear and Hunger is, and I have a horrible creeping suspicion that I'm gonna be the one who plays it. It's an RNG nightmare.
Yeah, and also like a lot of psychosexual stuff. Discretion is highly advised should you choose to look that up, people.
Yeah, it's a curious one, I will say.
But in terms of the previous question, normally when I stream games like Foxhole and Deep Rock Galactic, and if Blacken's here with me, we stream Carrier Command.
Yeah, we had some fun with that. Yeah, I mean, generally, if we like, because we all operate on different time zones and sort of thing. So trying to get people together for a session, unless we like organize something, like it can be a bit tricky to like, have everyone in one place. But sometimes like the planets align, and we're able to like have like a game session together. Like I mean, the games like Phasmophobia, EDF, DRG. I know Tats and Solace have played Grounded.
Yeah, we should have honestly streamed that the whole time. That was fun.
Yeah, but with the frame rate I was having, I don't think that would have been
Yeah,
fun.
well, I could have like maybe just borrowed your stream key and
True.
Hey, just
did that route.
I mean, or you just have there. It wouldn't be a stream. It'd be the Grounded slideshow.
And then me and Solus are currently trying to go through Arc.
Yeah.
Should we all play Chivalry 2 and get really sweaty playing that game?
I swear this stream has been Marcus simping hard over Solace, lol. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
I
Why
just looked
did
up
you-
Fear and Hunger, WTF. Yes, Bellstat, that's pretty much the...
You're warned.
Yeah, Fear and Hunger was interesting rabbit
Yeah,
hole to go through.
That was a rather curious. That's a rather curious game. Not
Wait, I
not the
get
weirdest
that.
game I've explored, but definitely a weird one.
I didn't get the Mr. Game Player's message.
Oh,
hey,
hey,
Mercy.
Mercy's here.
Hey, we love
Hey,
you, Mercy.
Mercy.
Hey, Mercy. Well, welcome. We love you here.
Yeah.
Ugh, pardon me.
Yeah, I think Mr. Gameplay. I think that was all part of the game. I didn't do anything with the editing on that. That was all part of the game.
Why did you guys the developers face from Ben drown with black liquid dripping from its face? Yeah, that's not something we did. Like that was in the game itself. So
Yeah, that was actually in the game.
damn, Black and Rose has seen some shit. You have no idea. I've played like the worst games list. I have seen some shit.
Yeah, he streamed some of the he showed us like some of the gameplay footage for some of the entries for the crappy video games list whenever that does come out.
I played the NES game for Barbie.
Nice.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a game. I actually finished that.
What game?
you also-
Action 52.
Oh, ah.
I think I have a perfect video of me reacting to that.
Yeah, didn't you also record yourself playing the town with no name? And I remember all of us, we were just quoting the Red Supre roast.
Yep. Yeah, I did that on my channel at one point, and I remember I streamed it in the Discord where I actually reached the end of it.
There you go.
Oh god.
Yeah, I
Me right
waiting
there
for-
playing Action 52.
Oh god, yeah. Just that is like I played every game that actually worked on that, and just
Give me a drink, bartender. Yes,
give
Green.
me a drink,
That's my
bartender.
reaction to me playing Action 52.
My name's not Shane, kid.
No, it was just a video. I showed myself,
Yeah.
and that's me. Yeah, that was me.
I did not see it whatsoever on the.
I
Yeah,
did.
It was just a webcam thing. That was all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's basically how I felt doing Action 52, where it started out as like, oh boy, I get to, because I have a strange, sadistic glee of playing garbage games, because I get to make fun of them, and then like Action 52 was one of those ones where I was like, oh boy, I get to play this legendarily bad game, and by the end of it, I was like, what am I doing with my life?
Especially when you had to do like the footage for lollipops for the scary, creepy platforming video game.
Oh
We
god.
put that at the bottom of the list.
Oh, yeah,
because
there.
we had to
There's-
put.
There's a funny story about that one. I mean, I know it's in the video as well, but it's just the fact that what you heard is not what I heard. Because what you heard in the video was how the audio was supposed to sound.
Yeah.
What I heard was something closer to just like just someone just playing a really high-pitched squeal in my ears. Because apparently it was coded so badly that the sound chip inside the NES it caused an error with the sound chip.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's how bad it was.
Yeah, the sound. This is what happens when you're. This is what happens when you ask 3 guys to program a NES cartridge with 52 action-packed games in a couple months.
3 guys, 1 game. How will it get done?
It
But yeah,
didn't.
Yeah, I even mentioned that with like the research. Like the sound chip is completely borked. So basically, you also have like the sound of bites of like your little character moving around and beating up enemies with his lollipop. All the while, you have like some music that sounds better suited for like a NES remake of Silent Hill.
It just sounds so wrong. Just a guy going around a level, just beating up people with his lollipop. Oh god.
Amazing.
Yeah, that does sound a bit weird.
Yeah, it was weird to play it.
Yeah, like it was apparently supposed to be like a bit of a darker tone game, like, but of course with the NES, they couldn't really convey it properly.
Well, it's interesting you say that because like I played a game I played recently, Sweet Home, which was the precursor to Resident Evil and Corpse Party. That
Resident
actually,
Evil more likely, I think.
well, it was because the creator of Corpse Party said they drew influences from Sweet Home.
Okay, stand corrected.
And I can see how based on the game. And the thing is that it did do like horror elements for the NES. It actually did them rather well.
Mm.
Yeah, and the reason it didn't, we never got it stateside. Like I had to research, but yeah, the reason it didn't come stateside was like, if y'all ever look up the plot to the Sweet Home game for the NES, it's kind of if I may be blunt, it's fucked up. Like
Yeah, it really is.
like this is essentially a story where the ghost of a woman, her child was playing in the furnace. It ended about as well as you would expect. and she went mad and basically wanted to give her kid playmates in the afterlife.
Yeah.
You do the math.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
But yeah, and it's also like it also runs on like permadeath situations. There's only a finite level of healing potions, which is not helping your case.
Oh yeah, you got
But yeah, the content was like Nintendo was like, yeah, we can't put the we don't want this crap in getting a official English release. So you have a fan translation available, but it is still a bit obscure in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, I mean, I've been playing the fan translation. It's pretty easy to follow, but there's no way I could play the game without it.
Never played FNAF. Too scary for me.
Anyone played FNAF Security Breach? And Security Breach Ruin? No. I have played many FNAF games. I have not played Security Breach. It does not appeal to me in the slightest.
I've seen Markiplier's Let's Plays up through a sister location. After that, the lore my brain started liquefying as more lore came in, and I dropped out of the fandom.
There's only...
Oh, sorry.
There's only one FNAF game I've played, and that's FNAF World.
Oh,
I am sorry.
Yes.
Like the only like FNAF game that wasn't really a FNAF game.
Yeah, the base breaking one.
The one that had to be pulled down and then released for free. Any of you played System Shock?
No.
I played the remake, and I've played System Shock 2.
Oh, how's the remake?
The remake is much more playable than the original.
Insert Flight of 87 joke here, says Bellstat. Yeah, really.
Oh god. Hey, wait a minute. That was the year of my birth. So, like, could we just say that the Bite of 87 is just like when I just like ate my first solid?
Play
what else
to
we got
relax.
Yes.
Tower Unite?
For me, there's a couple.
Fumo racing stream. Oh, that was hilarious.
Trying to think what other games I play to relax.
Power Wash used to be it.
Power Wash. Yeah, Power Wash was fun.
I have like a coloring book app on my phone. I usually do. Plus, I got Love Nikki Dress Up Queen and Ikemen Vampire, which is one of those Otome games on my phone.
It tends to vary for me, the sort of things I play to relax. It depends on the mood. Like, I have some go-to games. It used to be like Kerbal Space Program and Elite Dangerous. Basically games that I can play for long periods of time without... It's almost like life service games that I can just sort of play and not have to worry about anything. Lately I've been playing Fallout 4, just got back into it because I've been watching some Fallout videos. Got nothing to do with the TV series. I haven't watched that.
Oh, I haven't watched it either, and I played Fallout New Vegas recently.
Yeah, I've indulged in that a little bit. I did get into Helldivers 2 for a time. Kind of fell out of it a little bit, but I go back and forth to it. And Deep Rock Galactic sometimes.
Vista Cleanup Detail.
Yeah, we've played that a few times. Had some good fun with that.
Yeah, that was a fun game.
Yeah, I play a lot of Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah. A decent MMO can be hard to come by these days. Especially because World of Warcraft basically just ate all of them.
Sometimes we'll go on VR chat and just explore.
It can be a good. Yeah, that's another one that you've enjoyed a lot. Tats is the Yume Nikki
Oh yeah.
sort of games.
Yume Nikki. Well, Yume Tuki, my favorite one.
Yeah. We're waiting for what is it? Yume Nikki Online, is it?
Yeah, I mean there is already a Yume Nikki online one,
Yeah.
but this and the name of it hasn't been said, so.
Oh right, so
Yeah.
oh yeah, because there's a new Yume Nikki in the works. Controversial take, but I think Fallout 4 is better than Fallout 3. Well, Fallout 4 has some better things in it, in my opinion, but I would think Fallout 3 probably has better role playing. But that's just me. I quite enjoy Fallout New Vegas. Oh, here's a question for you, Minshell. If you like dress-up games, you should try Life Makeover, a very pretty outfit designs. Oh, that wasn't a question, that was a statement.
I think I've heard about it. I think I've seen like ads for it. Sorry, I'm just checking one of my phone games right now. Oh god, Yume Tuki. Yeah, there's like a bunch of game video sound. There's a bunch of music tracks from that game that could have made this upcoming list, but
We had to narrow it down to one, so yeah.
I swear to high heaven, the one y'all decided to go with it. It sounds like something that should be playing over the title card of a Courage the Cowardly Dog episode.
Yeah.
They do have some interesting audio tracks in Yume Tuki.
And interesting Easter eggs. Does anybody remember Zalgo from our scary video game Easter eggs 2 list?
Yeah, it appears on
Yeah.
here. This is
Yes, I remember that one.
I need some explanation for the scary video game Easter eggs 2. Why is the title screen Golden Frey and the melted distorted face on it? It creeped me out that I couldn't sleep.
Sorry.
That's-
Perfect.
Golden
Exactly as
Freddy-
it was supposed to do.
Golden Freddy was in amongst the top 10 of the 50 entries, and the melted face, that was Zalgo from Yume Tuki, who was our
Yeah.
number one, because it was so unrelentingly tense and freaky.
Yeah.
Monica's fourth wall breaking jump scare from Doki Doki Literature Club was actually number one for a bit, and then Zalgo showed up
Mm-hmm.
and blew it out of the water. But yeah,
That's
and,
Let's see.
yeah, and I remember like the creepy platforming games list. I think Queen Vanessa's Manor was number one for a bit, and then we had the River Twigs band from
Yeah.
Super Paper Mario. And the minute it started playing, we were just like, nope, this is number one, 10 out of 10 in all categories. This is scary. Fuck this noise.
Yeah, because we sit in a call with a few people, we go through the videos, and then we sort of vote it out. And just when we got to that one, it's like, yeah, just that one. Off to lunch now.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think I'm definitely curious to see like what the heck is going to be number one for this RPG Maker list, because that sound just having to listen through a lot of the tracks. There's like quite a few good contenders.
Yeah.
There really are some good ones in there.
And when
Yeah,
we
go
were
on.
ranking for horror aquatic games, literally we couldn't decide on number one until Narcosis came along.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think people gave us grief for putting Iron Lung so low on the list.
Yeah, they weren't happy with that one. So.
Well, I'd like to take a moment to explain that to people, because like we had people who played Iron Lung, and the thing is that it's atmospheric in its horror, but you only get the payoff at the very end. The rest of it is just confined inside the Iron Lung itself. And between us who are doing the rankings, we didn't find that scary.
Mm.
Right? We
It's
really just didn't.
inside you can't really tell you're in the ocean because there's no windows or anything. You could say you're
Right.
in space. And, yeah.
For all we know, we could just be in like the backyard swimming pool
Yeah.
and just having pictures fed to us.
Yeah.
I mean, being in space, you are on the blood ocean of some alien planet, and you're
I think I would have. I would have liked it more if there was just more to be seen, to sort of give the atmosphere. Because otherwise, you just basically been fed the story.
Yeah.
And I do respect what they were trying to do, but it just didn't do it for me.
I'm sorry, Cryo. At least it's not the iron butt. Oh man, it itches.
It
Supposed to
itches.
win.
Is that the parody of the man in the iron mask? The man with
The
the
man in the iron
man with the
butt.
man with the iron butt,
The man in the iron butt.
man with the iron chastity belt.
No, that's the porn parody.
Oh yes, it's the
Oh,
not safe
yes.
for work version. I can't get it off. What do you guys think of Hitman games? Never played them.
No, I've not played them either.
Well, that one that one went far.
I've not played the Hitman ones.
I think
I'm not very good at
I think it's
stealth
also
games.
because I think it's also because our collective energy is kind of running low. Because
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, the stream's been going on for nearly 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Mean Chow also just mentioned the death clocks on. Did I?
I don't know.
I don't listen to their music, so
You might have accidentally.
Quite possibly.
the Iron Butt's also a SpongeBob reference. Yeah, that was right.
Sounds about right.
It
Yeah.
itches.
Yeah, like what you know how a lot of people will reference Simpsons. For me, it's SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Pray to the holy SpongeBob,
Yeah.
Yes.
Lord of the SquarePants. What's the
Would you cut
scariest
down
game
over there,
you've
Iron
played?
Lung?
Amnesia.
You know what the
and
scariest
Condemned.
game I've played? I got a lot of scares out of Eternal Darkness.
What's the scariest game I ever played? That's
Yeah.
a toss up between Ebe and Narcosis.
Ooh, Ebe is a great. I love Ebe.
Eve is a solid game.
Yeah, I think Poppy needs some eye drops. She hasn't blinked for some time.
Yeah.
But in terms of like freaky games, yeah, Ebe and the White Chamber are definitely up there. I also played the creepypasta game It Moves. That was mentioned in the horror indie games list.
Oh
Mm,
yeah.
yeah, it's a bit of a that one I remember. It's a bit of a creepy one. That one.
Yeah, and Blank Dream, Blank Dream I also really enjoyed, but discretion advised for that one. It does die. The main crux of the story involves self-harm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Also,
You gotta be prepared when you go into some of these games because they do cover some other dark subjects.
oh, and in terms of the eye drop thing, we do have eye drops. The only problem is they're off camera, and she would have to move off camera to get them.
It's,
But
We have to keep going.
don't realise is Jeff the parrot there has hidden them somewhere. That's why he's looking to space. I didn't do anything.
You mother fluffer.
I have Hexen Beyond Heretic, but I have not played it yet. I have all the Hexen games, so.
I am aware of Hexen. Isn't it that basically just Doom just with magic?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you got a good one for you, Minshell. Love your voice when you narrated the scary Santa bosses in games and the 22 scariest Easter eggs in games. Someone liked scary Santa bosses. This makes me happy.
That's good. That's
Right.
good. And thank you, Skyther, for hanging out with us. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope
the
you do well
scary
in your
Santa
reading
bosses
tomorrow.
was just Santa bosses. And the funny thing is, that video, I thought I wasn't going to narrate because, yeah, early part of December 2022, the entire family got the malware.
Yeah.
So,
Mm.
0 out of 10, do not recommend. And, yeah, but thankfully I recovered my voice enough in time to do the narration, but... Ugh.
Yeah, that was well, I'm not gonna say it was a scary time, but it was definitely a time of like, are we gonna be able to get this out in time?
Yeah.
because obviously we're not slave drivers. We're not gonna push people to like do narrations or work when they're sick.
I still do.
Yeah, to be fair, so do I.
I think
Cryo says there's a golf horror game too. Jacksepticeye played it. I think I know which one you're talking about. I've seen
Yeah,
Danville Games also did it for like their spooky week.
I've seen Markiplier play it. I've seen it be done before. Can't remember what it's called, but I'm aware of it.
Yeah, I think I think officially we're
I think
kind of
I
drained.
think we kind of ran out of steam a little bit.
Ran out of exhaustion, yeah.
oh,
Hello. We've been going for like...
We've been going for
3
about 3
hours.
hours now. It's
10
Let's see.
10 p.m. now for me.
yeah, so it's
Yeah,
it's been about 3 hours. I mean, we started a little bit later because
Yeah.
we had some
we
we had
ran
some
into
technical.
tech issues.
Yeah.
That was my fault. So.
It's fine, Tats. So the end of the game. If my brain's going, at the end of the day, we managed to get it together. Are there any games that you really disliked but are greatly enjoyed by the masses? I think we've answered that one already.
No.
It was the other way around.
It was the other way around.
Oh, right.
To
Games
me,
you really
I
disliked.
really hate Destroy Humans remake. Game's terrible. I love the original. I just hated the remake. They didn't need the remake. They spent more time on the marketing than they did with the actual game.
My answer to that question is Ark Survival Ascended.
People are going to give me shit for this one. I did not like God of War.
Really?
I play
Which one? Which one? The very first God of War or the God of War where
the only one I've played is the very first one, and it's the style of game. Like I used to enjoy like the Devil May Cry style of game in the olden days, but I don't really like it anymore. I recognize that it's a really good game. I recognize that it's a popular game. I recognize that it's well made. I just don't like it.
I'll do it
I
again.
can't really answer that question personally.
I do it again. My face when I played Destroy Humans remake. I hated it. I was so annoyed with it.
Remakes are usually garbage, says Jared Taylor. The Resident Evil 2002 and the Dead Space remakes would like a word with you.
Yeah, plus the Resident Evil 4 remake would like to have a word with you.
I think
Resident Evil 2 remake.
Yeah,
Resident Evil 3 remake is in the corner crying.
Yeah, I think the problem with remakes is I'm probably going to end up going on a soapbox for this one. The problem with remakes is so many developers try to reinvent the wheel with it, and that's not what people generally want from a remake. What people want is to re-experience the thing that they enjoyed, just with like tighter controls and some beefed up graphics. What many companies try and do is they try and rebuild it from the ground up, thinking, "Oh, like we can do it bigger and better than last time." It's like, no, we don't. We want what we had. Like, just give us what we had.
Yeah. I've never played PlayStations. Can't tell you. Never owned one.
One PlayStation game that I really enjoyed was the Oddworld franchise. That made me really happy. I also got really surprised recently when I looked through David Hayter's casting list, and he was actually in New and Tasty. He played the Mudokon voice. I was like, all I'm going to hear now is Solid Snake.
My favorite PlayStation game. That's a tough choice between two. Either it's Kingdom Hearts 2 or Warship Gunner 2.
Interesting.
We had a PlayStation 2 when I was a lot younger. I didn't really play it a hell of a lot. I wasn't much of a gamer. But I distinctly remember, like, some of the games we had. Stepdad had one or two of the Wolfenstein games. Stepbrother had GTA Vice City, which my younger brother Relic would play it. He would just drive around town and accidentally run over people.
Yeah.
And then
Accidentally.
the other one I remember was WW SmackDown Shut Your Mouth, which, funnily enough,
It's an interesting game.
funnily enough, I'd rediscovered. I had a weird thing. It's like, let me just look up the entrance to his. I don't know why. And the funny thing was, that was what finally got me into actually watching WWE. Like, the other Discord server. Yeah, I joined the others who get together to watch pay-per-view. So, first one I joined in was Mania 38. And I picked a real interesting time to start watching WWE products. if anybody who is listening can do that.
I enjoyed Area 51.
Oh, that game.
Oh, I remember that. I think I've still got that.
I don't want to be like basic and be like, oh, Tony Hawk Pro Skater or something. I'm like, yeah, that's too easy. Those are great. Well, I'll probably go with Area 51.
Yeah, somebody tagged us in Discord. Oh yeah, Purple mentioned it's like 3 hours until 8 p.m. for Eastern time.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
That's when the follow-up stream is happening.
Well, the second stream, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 5:09 p.m. here on the East Coast in the U.S.
You've been, someone asked you a question, like, if you played Halo SPV3?
I have not.
Okay.
Halo was never really my thing. I do have the original one up here that I did play. Honestly, I couldn't really get into it. But again, it's another one of those examples where I can respect that it's got a good pedigree, and it's got some like solid first-person shooter games, but it's a linear first-person shooter, and I just couldn't really get into those games because it's just romp from one side of the one place to another and just kill everything on the way.
Mm.
And it's like, I know it basically just sums up like just about every Call of Duty game there. But then again, I never really got much into those either.
Yeah.
But it just didn't appeal to me. I mean, it appeals to a lot of people, and I'm glad it does.
Right.
Yeah.
Played most of them. I'm playing the Infinite's Firefight every so often. Yeah, blasphemy playing a Halo Infinite. What?
Played 2 and 3
No,
and
but
recently
it's
played. 2,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, well, I want to see what this big Halo thing is about. I was like, okay. Then everyone's like, on Xbox, like, hey, get free, we play it. Get it, no one plays with me. And I'm like, okay. I played it, and I'm like, I don't like this. And I never got another Halo game. I think the option of not sprinting was what really annoyed me about that. And the fact there was a little bit of latency when you did big team deathmatch. Back then it was like big team deathmatch, and the Wraiths and the Scorpions, they'd be like coming towards you, then they just instantly jump to one position. But yeah, I think that's what put me off.
Mm.
I just wasn't very good at Halo, I don't think, and that's why I didn't. The same as Gears of War, wasn't very good at any of the competitive on that. I like the campaign. 2 and 3 were my favorite, but I just not very good competitively on that.
Up, someone has a question for me.
Oh.
Can you make your voice low? I mean, I can try. Hello.
Sound the same.
Hello.
Get some claps.
You are human.
You are human.
You sound like you're on your deathbed.
Yeah, that's about as low as my voice will go.
I think I've tried to lower my voice, but I'm worried I'm gonna kill my vocal cords if I do
Yeah,
that.
I
Same
Well,
if
it's
I-
only if
can't.
you do it for an extended period of time.
Yeah, I can. I've done that sometimes just for comedic effects, and then I'll just like have a sore throat for like 10 minutes afterwards.
Like, even
Yeah,
my,
like I
yeah.
think back
Carry on.
usually when I was farting around, I've been farting around with, like voice stuff. I've recorded myself reading like SCP articles, but usually when they do like the data expunged or redacted stuff, I'll say if I've actually made a little soundbite in Audacity, like it sounds really demonic and such, but I usually do that once I say like blah 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 redacted or blah 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 data expunged. I'll just highlight it and put the little sound bite in there. So it's like, holy crap, Satan possessed the narrator.
Thank you,
Uh,
Backstab.
when there's
Yeah.
redacted moments in like when you're doing narration, sometimes I'll just put something silly
Yeah.
instead in place, and then Tats will just cut it out and put like the usual tried and true glitched
Yeah,
SCP
Sound.
noise. But
Yeah.
yeah,
It's like that SpongeBob episode Sailor Mouth.
yeah,
yeah. I just replace it with just various audio sounds.
Well, I think the SpongeBob and Patrick's actors actually said they were saying like gibberish initially, but then they just started dropping f bombs and whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
The audio is
Oh.
still out there, but of course, people it's lost media technically.
I just
Yeah.
remembered a YouTube video I watched. I can't remember who it was. I was watching, but they were obviously trying to censor the specific words they were saying, except they forgot to mute their audio when they did the censor sound, so you could still hear what they were saying.
Oh boy.
I'm just sitting there, just like, dude,
Yeah,
like, what is
Kratz
wrong?
is a E.
Yes,
Dolphin
my
noise.
my character is an Eevee because Eevee is my favorite Pokemon. That's literally all. That's literally all there is.
And also with my voice, like my voice was a lot deeper in some of the older videos because I would use Audacity. There's a bit of lore because people still don't believe I'm actually a girl. I didn't even find out I was born a girl with intersex condition until later on in life. So naturally, growing up, my mum and dad wanted me to be a boy growing up, which I had no idea. Like, so I naturally, when I heard my voice narrating it, just sounded really strange. And I'm like, well, if I'm supposed to be a boy, I'm supposed to have a deeper voice. So I would use Audacity to change my pitch shift down, and that's why my voice was a lot deeper in those older videos. And then when I found out the truth, I was like, shit, my whole life I've been lied to. So now I've had to try and adapt to this, and it's kind of hard, but this is my natural voice. So, but having to go to like boys' school and try and be like a boy because my mum and dad wanted me to be one. This is how I now sound, and I don't know how to fix it. So it sucks. Unless I go to like speech therapy to fix it, I don't know. Most people don't believe me, so unless you see the videos of me, like as you have seen, I've showed you clips of it. So that's why my voice is deeper in older videos. Audacity.
Changes have occurred over the many years, my friend.
It kind of does.
So,
Okay, I do have a request, guys.
A request.
I can tell everyone is getting tired.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm running a bit low on steam.
yeah.
Yeah.
My water bottle is nearly empty.
I'm good. I'm good to
Yes.
go. It's just I'm saving other stuff for like the other stream and everything like that.
Yeah,
We have
same.
plenty of other stuff
Yeah,
to show.
same.
We have
That's
plenty of
cool.
things.
I'm only joining this stream initially. 8 p.m. EST. It's Monday Night Raw, and it's
Yes,
Fair,
Michelle.
fair.
the Fallout show. It's the Fallout from their
King of the Ring,
Queen of the Ring,
King of the
Blood
Ring.
Money pay-per-view they did over the weekend. So.
Yeah,
Mm.
don't want to miss that.
Well, it depends. Let's just say Dominic Mysterio. He's probably gonna get his balls busted by his Judgment Day buddy.
Oh,
That's a mental image.
yeah.
And probably getting booed a lot by the audience.
That'll certainly make him go raw.
Yeah.
But-
It's-
But yeah,
So I'll switch
you
it
guys-
to this then, should I? There we go.
yep. Then, well, first, let's let everyone say goodbye.
Drop Dead, yes, there is another live stream. It's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, US. I think it's
Yeah, 8 p.m.
it's for
Eastern
the
Standard.
the American.
Anyone that was like working like or busy during the day, we do a second one because I feel like if we do it just one stream, that most people will miss it. So
At least
we
for
have
this
two.
one.
We have two new people on board too. Luna
Yeah.
and Purple will be here. Black and the Minshot won't be. So
Yeah, I have to sleep.
what
But
is
I
I will
sleep?
be back.
I never.
I know.
sleep.
It's one of those things that I basically just comatose myself for a few hours.
Yeah.
But, yeah, thank you all for stopping by.
Oh, y'all are amazing.
Yeah. Every
Yeah.
one of you is amazing.
Yeah, thank you guys for dropping by. I'm sorry we couldn't get to everybody's questions. They were all rolling through really quickly.
Mhm.
And as you discovered, we like to talk. So, but yeah, thank you guys for joining us.
In
Yeah.
terms of Blackett and Minshao, they won't be back for the next stream, but for me, Tats, and Solus, we'll be back.
Yes.
And if we do more streams, which I'm confident that we'll do more streams, I'll probably join in for more of them. But yeah, if you would like to join in for the upcoming one, I think it's like in about 3 hours or so.
You're more welcome to. And if if you guys like this, may even do more of them. I could just
Yeah.
have I could have it on Discord. Just have that like stream open for you guys on the team. If you want to drop in, go ahead. I could just
If
do it
people-
solo and stuff, and then just have it and like, oh, Black can join me. Oh, Jeff joined me. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean, if people like this concept, then
Yeah.
we may explore it for going forwards in the future. So
Yeah.
let us know what you like.
I'm already seeing a couple comments saying, "Yeah, this went pretty well. I wouldn't mind doing this again."
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've enjoyed
But,
it.
yeah, before we all head out, let's get some hearts and 100s in the chat.
Hearts and 100s.
Do you need the parrot treats, Jeff?
There we go.
I'm clicking. I think a lot of this is just me.
I'm sorry, going
We're
insane
artificially
now.
inflating the
Yeah.
market.
No.
Doing a couple of hearts.
Now I'm just doing a bunch of 100s.
Why?
Never touched any of this stuff, so
Me neither.
this is
First time.
uncharted ground you're watching.
I love your voice, Lee Mean Chow. Aw,
Oh,
thank
your
you.
love for my voice.
We
I'm
all love
joking.
Tats's voice.
Oh, what's this $sign one? Oh,
Oh yeah,
show
like,
your support for
every-
Tascab videos.
everybody. Let's all click on the show your support.
No.
No, I know. No, I'm not.
Don't get that.
I'm not gonna be that kind of person. Like,
Y'all all are the GOAT.
But yeah, thanks to anybody who decided to drop a donation.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
for that. And for
thank you.
subbing
You are-
and for being a member. Any of you did that, thank you so much.
and for everyone who's here, thank you so much for just being here for our first
Mhm.
stream.
Yeah,
All right.
overwhelmingly
Yep.
positive.
Is this stream still going?
I'm just gonna do it now. See you later, guys.
Okay, bye.
See you later, guys.
everyone.